Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school football. Tonight, to kick off the 2024 high school football season, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Novellus, and TMK Valley Propane presents a rivalry matchup with the Sandy Valley Cardinals hosting the Fairless Falcons. Tonight's game is also brought to you by First National Bank of Denison, WM Commercial Roofing, Wood Electric, and Keim Home Center. Now let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
And broadcasting live from the Republic Mortgage Mobile Studios. Tonight in Louisville, Ohio, Leopards Stadium, Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, Ryan McClellan with you. It's week one of the high school football season. New Philadelphia traveling to Stark County to take on the Louisville Leopards. New Philadelphia 6-5 a season ago. Louisville just 1-9, but looking to rebound and have some key elements in place. Happy to have you back in the booth, Bill Morgan. Your thoughts on tonight's contest?
Well, certainly, like every beginning of the season matchup, absolutely key for Mike Johnston's team to start off on a positive note. That goes without saying, right? You want to win game one, well, especially DT when you consider the week two opponent, the mighty Big Red of Steubenville. Absolutely key for the Quakers to get off and start the season on a positive foot tonight.
And Billy, it is a gorgeous night for high school football.
It absolutely is. Our first federal football forecast on WJER, obviously a service of First Fed, and as DT mentioned, it is nearly ideal. It may be a shade warm on the turf here at Louisville, but we've got sunshine, blue skies, a few scattered white clouds. Game time and kickoff temperature expected to be right around 79 degrees.
And as you can tell, we've got you covered for tonight's game from end to end. Bill and I in the booth, Ryan down on the field. But for complete insurance coverage for your auto, home, and life, you can call the team at Hanhart Insurance, 343-7767. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover and online at hanhartinsurance.com. We're going to break here. When we come back, we'll talk it up with Coach Mike Johnston, and that's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Should we be hearing the audio from that?
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and the Home Run Ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today. And be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
Come to the other side of midfield.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included, and Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love them even more with protection from everyday messes and odors. Shaw Pet Perfect Flooring from Williams Floor Covering features built-in protection from stains, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect, designed for you, perfect for your pet. Right now, save $2 a yard on Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect styles only at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
It's the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER and Big Z Sports, in partnership with Williams Floor Covering, Sugar Valley Meats, Wood Electric, and Smart Way Communications. And now, here is your host, Denny Trimmer, with Coach Mike Johnson.
Welcome to the WJER Coach's Corner. Denny Trimmer with you and with New Philadelphia fourth-year head coach Mike Johnson as the season is upon us. Mike, your fourth campaign. And there's anticipation when you think rivalry week. There's anticipation when you talk about, hey, let's get to the postseason and play some extra football. But nothing really is as exciting as what leads up to week one. Talk about the preparation for what's going on this week, what it's meant dating back to leaving the stadium at Youngstown State with the heads down. We got to get in the weight room. We got to get bodies out here. We got to get people healthy. From there all the way to it's Louisville week. Let's go.
It's, I mean, really, Denny, it's a labor of love. It takes so much time. It takes so much effort. The coaches put in their time and effort. The kids put in so much time and effort. We love that they come out here and that they're willing to do that. That means a lot to us as coaches. And it means that this program means something to them, which is wonderful. So the anticipation for week one, we've been putting the work in. All the off-season stuff's the off-season. You get to summer, it becomes its own new little entity. You get to two-a-days, and two-a-days are great, but they're also two-a-days. So now we're done with scrimmages. It's time to go for real, and our kids are very excited. Coaches are really excited, and we're going to a great place to play up in Louisville.
For sure. Mike, you were a standout player in your day. You were a long-time successful assistant coach in this program. Different butterflies as the head man?
Yeah, and I think that's a stretch. I appreciate you really buttering me up with it. I played football, and I was okay, but I think that being an assistant coach being a player here, assistant coach here, like, it means a lot to come back to a place like New Philadelphia. You know it. You're from here. You were out there.
Yes, sir.
It matters. It means something, and it's so much fun to be a part of. So but the butterflies as a player are, yes, it's a little different. It's a little different. I know the first time I was the head coach we went down to Marietta, and I slept for about 8 minutes that night. It's gotten better, but it's not always good.
I hope.
It's not always good, but you worry about those kids. You worry about different scenarios. You worry about, who's in on special teams. What are they doing? Do we know what we're doing? And that's what makes, I think, the first game so unique, is just you've put in the work. You've put in the work, but now you also get that moment of doubt of, do we even know what we're doing out here? So, but the kids do. The kids do. The players do. The coaches do. And that's what's fun about it is if you don't get nervous for it, I don't think you have a pulse.
There you go. This is the WJER Coach's Corner Show, getting you set for kickoff. New Philadelphia opening the season in Stark County at Louisville. Coach, what do you know about the Leopards?
The Leopards they're an improved team from last year. Last year, they had a couple of guys and did a couple of things that gave us some fits. This year, even just watching them on film, seeing them scrimmage, they scrimmaged Dorville, they scrimmaged Boardman, and they play hard, they run to the ball. They got defensive ends on the outside who are fast. They got defensive linemen who are big, linebackers and safeties who flow well on the defensive side. On the offensive side, they have two running backs who are both very good. One kid's especially fast, so we're going to have to try to keep him him kind of bottled up.
He's the 100-meter guy.
He's the 100-meter guy. Oh, you can tell he's the 100-meter guy every time he touches that ball. So we're going to have to try to bottle him up as well as we can. But they have a couple wideouts and tight ends that are also good. So it really comes down to trying to eliminate big plays from them, tackle them when they do get past your line of scrimmage, try to bottle them up and keep them inside and control that line of scrimmage.
Okay, so maybe for Quaker fans tuning in saying, well, let's get to the teeth of this thing, Coach. What are you guys going to have to do on the offensive side of the football to come out on top with the victory?
Well, the offensive side, we got to be consistent. I think that's a big thing, is working on our consistency, whether it's passing the ball or running the ball. You know, you want to average 4 or 5 yards a play, so that way you can keep those chains moving. But also, you're going to have to hit some chunk plays there, and that's where, you know, Louisville does a pretty good job of keeping things in front of them. So they're going to make that hard on us. But I think we have a couple of different things, and our guys are a lot of seasoned guys coming back who we're really excited to see what they can do.
And with any good coach that can throw the coach speak, Mike Johnston just told you a ton of stuff and really didn't tell you anything at all about Friday night's contest.
Nothing.
Coach, wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, Denny. I appreciate
Mike
it.
Johnston, our guest. This is the WJER Coach's Corner. I'm Denny Trimmer. This is the sports voice of the Valley.
This has been the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER and Big Z Sports, in partnership with Williams Floor Covering, Sugar Valley Meats, Wood Electric, and Smartway Communications. Big Z Sports and WJER, the combined sports voices of the Valley.
If you're looking to make someone smile or brighten a day, call the floral experts at Pam's Posies. Pam's delivers beautiful, fresh bouquets daily for any occasion. Visit Pam's on the Boulevard across from the hospital. You can grab and go unique designs from their large 15-foot cooler. They also have houseplants, gifts, seasonal decor, boutique items, and so much more. Get unique designs with beauty and elegance every time at PamsPosies.com. That's PamsPosies.com.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540, NMLS ID 62411, an equal housing lender.
Mortgage, your hometown lender, supporting our local community. Republic State Mortgage in New Philadelphia, building relationships one home at a time. NMLS number 211540, NMLS ID 62411. They are an equal housing lender. Special thanks to our friends that are helping us get this game on the live stream. Appreciate you listening on WJER.com. Many of you watching, courtesy of our live stream sponsors, Wendy's, Williams Flooring, Sugar Valley Meats, Smartway Communications, Wood Electric, and TMK Valley Propane. And of course, this game will be available to watch long after tonight's game is over by going to our website, WJER.com/videos. Denny Trimmer and Bill Morgan back in the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio. Bill, these two teams met in the opener a year ago at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. Quakers decided advantage, 42-21. A big night for Keaton Fossil.
Well, Keaton Fossil will obviously be a key component tonight for the Quakers on the offensive side of the ball, DT, especially in the light of the fact that Miles Tyson, Quakers' other key offensive returning component, starting running back, starting linebacker, he will not go. He's got an injury tonight, so Miles cannot play tonight. Going to put a little bit of extra heat on Keaton to do what he can do both on the ground and through the air. And Coach Mike Johnston in terms of play calling and who he'll get involved in the backfield in the absence of Miles.
Of course, in that game a year ago, Fossil with 4 touchdown passes, added a touchdown run on what capped a 99-yard third-quarter scoring drive that really put the game out of reach. Quakers with the win a year ago, 42-21. And you heard Bill's key to tonight's game. That's going to be the play of now senior quarterback Keaton Fossil. CSB proud to be the sponsor of tonight's keys to the game. They've got great locations in New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, Bolivar, and Jenatenhutton. With CSB, you gain more than convenient access to products and services. You're invited into a network of relationships that contribute to the well-being of our community. You can learn more about them at csb1.com. Let's take time here when we come back. Oh, Billy's going to cue up the officials for tonight's contest, courtesy of Mac and Turf Realty. All that and more up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Attention local businesses. Are you looking to expand, invest, or start a new venture? This is Chris Delatorre at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We know that growing your business takes more than just hard work. It takes the right financial partner. At CSB, we offer a range of commercial lending solutions tailored to your unique needs. From equipment financing to expansion loans, our team of experts is ready to support your success. Call or text us at 800-654-9015 to discuss your business goals today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, empowering local businesses. Member FDIC.
At Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, world-class care is close to you, with multiple locations ready to provide the care you need in Tuscarawas County. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of specialty and surgical care, from orthopedics and sports medicine to urology and women's health. Cleveland Clinic is investing in your community with innovative technology and a growing network of specialists to meet your unique healthcare needs. For every patient, for every care in the world. To learn more, visit unionhospital.org.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure, you know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna, 5 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store and check them out online at troyerstrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Welcome home to the serenity and the hospitality of the Hennes Care Center in Dover and in Bolivar. Since 1947, 4 generations of the Hennes family have stood as leaders in the area with up-to-date facilities and caring, compassionate staff. With the care, safety, and happiness of every resident in mind, Hennes Care Center is a home filled with love, laughter, and amenities like chef-prepared meals, rehabilitation services, and social activities. To learn more, visit them online at hennescarecenter.com.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and there's never been a better time to try the delicious, mouth-watering, deep dish pizza at Little Caesars. Pair your pizza with the crazy bread, crazy sauce, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, and Little Caesars is your one-stop for your game day party. Delicious pizza, mouth-watering wings, zesty cheese breads, crisp made daily salads, crazy bread, and more.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Coming back to you live from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio, Denny Trimmer and Bill Morgan getting you set for tonight's opening game of the high school football season. New Philadelphia made the short trek up 77 and across 62 to come to Louisville, take on the Louisville Leopards. Ryan McClellan is on the sideline. He will join us in just a little bit, but now it's time for our Mac and Turf Realty Make the Call segment, where we tell you who the officials are in tonight's contest. And of course, we want to thank Jan and his outstanding team of realtors at Mac and Turf for making Make the Call possible. Billy, what do you have?
One thing that's changed over the last couple of years, you've gone from a 5-man officiating crew to a 6-man officiating crew. It's expanded at the college level as well. They had more to begin with in the NCAA, but now 6 officials making the calls in tonight's game. And our lead official, the referee for tonight's contest, Mr. Ron Johnson.
Those are the guys who are making the calls in tonight's game. Brought to you by Mac and Turf Realty. When you're buying or selling, make the call to Mac and Turf Realty. They're on Tuscarawas Avenue in New Philadelphia. We're just seconds away from the VFW Post 1445 National Anthem. The Louisville Marching Band is on the field. They just performed their alma mater. And, of course, the VFW Post 1445 proud of the scholarships they award to local students, as well as their food pantry and their Veteran Services program. Let's go down to the field. You can learn more about the VFW Post 1445 and great programs like their scholarship programs and veteran support programs by calling 330-343-5987. We'll take time here. When we come back, we'll get you set for tonight's opening kickoff. It's the Quakers at the Leopards, and it's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf, wishing our local teams the best of luck in tonight's games. Supporting your friends and neighbors is why I started McInturf Realty. Our staff works as a team to treat you the way you want to be treated. We truly care about you, our customer. Since 1992, we've seen national real estate firms move into our area. And now McInturf is one of the few remaining local hometown realtors. We are a local company supporting our local teams, and we thank you for your support. As my granddaughter Mason says, and find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Now time to bring you the Wendy's starting lineups for tonight's contest. Being the season opener, we're going to give you both the offense and the defense for New Philadelphia. And to give you the New Philadelphia Quakers starting 11-0, here's Bill Morgan.
DT, thanks so much. Certainly some big bodies returning on that Quaker offensive line. The left tackle, Boston Crowell, 6'5", 275. The opposite tackle, first-year senior starter, Hawk Walkley, 6'3", 325. In the middle of that offensive line, left guard, number 52, junior Cohen Winters. The center, senior, and number 72, Braden Wallace. And at right guard, number 50, Brody Lindsay, 6 foot, 225 pounds, a returning starter as well. The Quaker quarterback, number 11, senior Keaton Fossil. Running back, starting for the injured Miles Tyson, 5'6", junior Peyton Miller. The tight end, 6 foot junior, number 13, Jackson Norris. And the wide receivers, number 4, Petey DiDonato, along with number 12, Carson Long, both returning starters. And the other wide receivers that'll rotate in and out for Mike Johnson's team, number 8, Carter Watson, and number 9, C.J. Carlisle, your Quaker starters on offense.
And we'll be back with the New Philadelphia defensive starters right after this word from Wendy's.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item.
We're back getting you set for the Quakers and Leopards. You are smack dab in the middle of the Wendy's starting lineups. Let's take a look at the red and black starters on defense for fourth-year head coach Mike Johnston. Across the line, they're big and strong. Number 75, Boston Crowell, 32 tackles and 3 sacks a year ago, is at one position. 78, Jackson Corns, a 2-year starter, is back as well. Number 52, Cohen Winters, 6 foot 180, and the underclassman on that line rounds out the front three. The linebacking core is a good one. It's absent, though, its leading tackler from a year ago, Miles Tyson. Here's the 4 that will start. Number 3, the 6-foot senior Brody Gillen, 63 tackles, a pair of sacks, and 3 forced fumbles a year ago. Number 28, Caleb Crothers, just a sophomore, but plays hard at 5'6" and 160. Vincent Magoni will make things happen in the middle. Number 29, 5 foot 8 inches, 175 for the 11th grader. And getting a spot start at a linebacker position, number 7, the Mad Dog, Aiden Matthews, 5 foot 9 inches, 165 pounds for the senior. The secondary is seasoned. Number 4, P.D. Donato at one corner. The other corner is 6-foot junior Carter Watson. The safeties, Keaton Fossil, 6 foot 180 and a senior. Another 6 foot 180 senior is, well, the captain, so to speak, back there, Carson Long. 64 tackles, a pair of interceptions, and a forced fumble for number 12 one season ago. That's a look at your Wendy's starting lineups. Stop at any of your local Wendy's restaurant following the game. Wendy's, where quality is their recipe. Let's break here. When we come back, well, it's time to get this thing started. We'll have our Gillen Body Shop coin toss result, and we'll have the Tuscarawas County YMCA kickoff. That's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
Separate yourself from the crowd and be a rock star at Solid Rock Photos. I am Denny Trimmer, inviting you to our new studio home at 128 North Broadway in the heart of downtown New Philadelphia for an unforgettable rock star photo experience. You can learn more online at solidrockphotos.com and all of our social media platforms, or give us a call 330-795-0334.
Need top quality auto body and collision repairs? Hewer Refinishing in Dover has you covered. For over 75 years, they've delivered exceptional unibody and frame repair, bodywork, painting, detailing, and glass replacement. They specialize in repairing cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all backed by a 100% guarantee on bodywork and painting. Committed to unparalleled service and quality, Hewer Refinishing is your trusted choice. Visit them at 435 Race Street in Dover or online at QAutoBody.net. Call or stop in for a free estimate today.
Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing knows that clean, comfortable, and efficient homes and businesses create the backbone of our community. By providing the best quality service and support, we help build the businesses that keep our community running and ensure the homes you return to each day are energy efficient, safe, and comfortable. Contact Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing for your residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, and plumbing services. Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, a Bryant Factory authorized dealer and your partner to live and work comfortably.
Well, first night jitters for everyone. We're starting this game a few minutes early. The Gillen Auto Body Shop coin toss was won by Louisville. They have decided to defer. They will be kicking from left to right as we call the action here to open things up. And our YMCA kickoff is about to be put in play. Tate Aljancic, the senior quarterback, also place kicker for this team. He'll be kicking to a trio of Quakers, Colston Fox, Carson Long, and C.J. Carlisle deep for the Quakers. You can visit the YMCA today on Monroe Street in Dover. Tuscarawas County Y now offers 24/7 fitness center. Find your passion. Find your why. Visit the Y today. Now we've put the brakes on the operation.
As you mentioned, DT, game number 1 for everybody. The pregame clock has been unwound for about a minute, and we're still waiting for the kickoff.
And the big fella, Al Jancic, puts foot to ball, and it's going to be hauled in at the 5-yard line. Working ahead with it now at the 20. Head of steam, Carson Long, 30, 35, up to about the 38-yard line. Call it the 39 on a nice return for the senior Carson Long.
Anytime you can get a solid special teams play, DT, to begin the game, that is a good thing, and Carson spurted and unfortunately already a player down, one of the Leopards on their kickoff team down on the field.
And we'll take this time to go to our sideline reporter, Mr. Ryan McClellan, standing by, courtesy of the Country Club Rehabilitation Campus. Ryan, what do you have down there?
Guys, it's a pleasure to be with you tonight. Yeah, it was just a nasty block. The kid did not see the Quaker guy coming, and it was just a bad time. Bad place, bad time.
We'll keep you on the scene. New Philadelphia trainer Todd Steele, physician Jim Moore, and a member of the Louisville training staff down on the field. They're taking great caution with the helmet that they've just taken off the player's head. And we're just going to, I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to take time out. We're going to let this thing play out, and we'll be back right after this. New Philadelphia will start with the football from the 39-yard line. And we'll return right after this break on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
24/7 has arrived at the Y. Join today and have your Y on your time. With a 24/7 fitness center now available for adult members, you can add the Y into your schedule anytime. Members enjoy free fitness classes like yoga, spinning, cardio, strength training, drumming for fitness, Zumba, LaBlast, water aerobics, Glide Fit paddleboard, plus free babysitting. And don't forget, the Y also has adult steam rooms, saunas, and a whirlpool. Visit TuskYMCA.org for more details or stop by the Y today.
Dr. Nathan Springer, this area's orthodontic specialist, is accepting new patients. Dr. Springer's dedicated team of professionals is committed to creating beautiful, confident smiles with braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Choose from a wide variety of treatment options, ranging from traditional, time-proven appliances to the latest innovative orthodontic advancements. Join Dr. Nathan Springer's Winning Smile team today. 107 Ray Avenue in New Philadelphia, just 2 blocks from New Philadelphia High School.
Let Sugar Valley Meats help you get ready for the game with all your tailgate favorites. Their retail store features the freshest, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken. Enjoy freshly cured and smoked meats from the Sugar Valley Smokehouse, along with bologna, hot dogs, jerkies, and more. They can custom cut your order, and all meats are dressed on site, all with everyday low prices. Sugar Valley Meats, State Route 39 to Dutch Valley Drive, turn right and go a quarter of a mile, celebrating over 30 years of fresh, farm-raised, local meats. When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
Well, welcome back to the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios. We're in Louisville tonight. A rocky start for things on the opening kickoff. New Philadelphia's Carson Long raced it out to the 39-yard line for great field position, but a Louisville player still down on the turf, being attended to by trainers, medical professionals. Let's go down once again, courtesy of the Country Club Rehabilitation Campus, to our sideline man, Ryan McClellan. Ryan, how are things developing down there on the field?
They're just taking a lot of precautions here. He's responding really well. Mom's down there. She gave him the thumbs up. They're just being pretty safe with his neck. He did lift his head up a little bit. The doctors were a little concerned about some things, so they're just taking those precautions. That's all.
Our thanks to the Country Club Retirement Campus for providing us with these sideline reports all game long. Great to hear from Ryan to get him involved in the mix, but not in this way, Bill. Certainly any sort of pageantry and pomp and circumstance and energy, and this place was rocking just minutes ago. Everything's come to a screeching halt.
No question, Denny. Whether you're talking about the home side of the field with the Leopards fans, not only the first game of 2024, but the first game at home for them. The Quakers, the black and red, have brought a nice road crowd, and all that, of course, screeching to a halt. More importantly, the care of the young man that's down on the field, and I guess ironically is the right word enough. On our way up, we were sharing with Ryan, who's joining our broadcast team, and we're happy to be joining the Big Z broadcast network this year. That a number of times over the years, especially in these early season games, we've seen officials go down like in the heat. And unfortunately, we see a player go down to start tonight's game, and they are taking, understandably so, an extended period of time to make sure they take the very best care of him. And, one of the great reasons, and I'm sure it's probably the Louisville Fire Department, to have an emergency squad on the scene. Not only do you have the medical professionals, both from New Philadelphia, with the longtime athletics trainer Todd Steele and Dr. Moore out there, the Louisville training team out there, and they are working very slowly, very carefully, and now on a backboard, DT, are lifting him up to put him on the gurney.
Well, you get a nice round of applause from both sides, and a number of the Leopards players going out to see their teammate.
And now the question always becomes, Denny, as important as that is, now Coach Kappas on the Louisville sideline, Coach Johnston on the New Philadelphia sideline, and this perhaps may sound a little cold and callous, as he gets wheeled off the field, goes into an ambulance to great medical treatment, I'm sure, somewhere in Stark County. They've got to get their kids ready to go and play football again.
Well, it is a shock to the system, to be sure, when you've got that kind of momentum and energy building up and everything comes to a screeching halt. And they're getting him off the field now with a report of moving feet when he was first down there. This is keeping him very still, obviously, and strapped to the board. We still don't have a uniform number from our vantage point, so I don't want to speculate as to who that is. We will keep you abreast of how that turns out as we learn that information. New Philadelphia looking across the way, and Ryan will bring you back in one more time, perhaps. Mike Johnson quite vocal out there in this first huddle, trying to get the guys re-engaged.
Yeah, anytime you have a thing like that, it slows you down a little bit. Guys get relaxed. They were pumped up, ready to go. The juice, something like that happens. But
Ryan, thanks so much. As you can hear, some technical challenges on that, but you know what? Whether it's with engineering or the officials or whatever the scenario, always some challenges to begin the year.
So New Philadelphia will start with the football, 1st and 10. Fossil with the deep snap, fires it right side. He had Petey open just across midfield. Palmier was back there, did not pick it off. It bounced up into the breadbasket, but that pass by Fossil just over the outstretched fingers. Billy had Petey wide open.
Well, Petey ran a nice pattern toward the Quakers sideline after lining up on the right side of the offensive formation, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the black and red.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Miller lines up behind Fossil, takes the give, twists ahead, maybe gets a yard. It looked like Colton Doherty. Colton and Cam, a pair of linebackers for this team. Doherty brothers. 1 yard gain. And that makes a tricky third down here for the red and black. Quakers in their traveling white uniforms, white tops, white pants, red numerals, black and red trim up and down the side of the pants and the jersey tops. Fossil reads, pulls it back, now flushed right. He's going to tuck it and go. He's got 45 midfield. He's going to be a couple yards shy of the marker, though, Bill. Punting situation, perhaps, for Mike Johnston.
Well, they will mark him out of bounds at the Quaker 48, exactly 1 yard shy of a potential Quaker first down. And what do you do early in the season?
Of course, Brody Gillen will be the punter for this team. And do you play the field position or do you try to assert your toughness? And you know what? Mike Johnston says we're going to try to assert our toughness.
Or try to get Louisville to jump offside.
Peyton Miller will line up behind Fossil. Fossil with a high snap is going to keep it himself, work right side, pushes ahead across midfield. He's got the first down on a Pam's Posey's performance play. Pickup of about 4, but without your lead guy Miles Tyson in there, you got to remember, folks, Keaton Fossil ran for over 700 yards a season ago.
That ball goes from the Quaker 48 to the Louisville 48 on an absolutely key first down here early in this contest, 2 minutes into this Friday night affair.
It's going to be Long and Donato split left. Up back is Magoni. Snap to Fossil. Fossil looked that way. Now pulls it back. Flushed right. Going to flip that out of bounds. And that actually bounces up. He's got a young lady 3 rows up with a nice catch on the hop.
Well, in DT, what that was a good senior move. He rolled right. It was the short side of the field. Didn't have anybody. Instead of trying to force that football that maybe the sophomore Keaton Fossil did, the senior said, you know what, let's just launch this bad boy out of bounds and try again.
And he will get graded quite well on a play like that. C.J. Carlisle joins the receiving corps. We've got 3 wide to the left. It's Long, Donato, and Carlisle. Fossil swings it left side. Carlisle had it and dropped it.
DJ, I know you like the dynamic potential of a C.J. Carlisle, and what he brings to this team could certainly be an explosive player over the course of the 2024 campaign.
Well, and you use the word explosive. He is an explosive athlete, a quick burst runner, great leaping ability, huge hands. Not a guy that you would expect, perhaps first catch of the season jitters took over right there. But a 3rd down and 10 now for New Philadelphia from the right hash. They are at the Louisville 48. Fossil has the snap, looks right, throws right, has it tipped out of the hands. And what a play that time. That's the fellow we talked about when we were off air, Jacob Galbraith, who is a returning starter at the linebacker spot. Bill didn't make the scouting report. I don't know that he didn't play in one of the scrimmages or not, but he's a guy that we circled, a guy you have to look for. Got both mitts up, about picked that thing off.
Nearly had the INT, but didn't grab it. Now the Quakers 4th and 10, and they'll punt the football away.
So it'll be the senior Brody Gillen deep to punt. Gabe Stouffer is deep to return, and Gillen pops it out of bounds.
Kind of a shank off the right side of his foot. And
here comes the mark back. What did Steve Rippeth always say? They triangulate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Some math term. Before Steve got into school administration, he was a math teacher, so that meant something to him as a math teacher and an official.
So that ball was triangulated to the 32-yard line, make it the 31. That's where Louisville will set up shop. 1st and 10. Don't forget, we'll have a Subway player of the game at the conclusion of this contest. Subway with great locations all across the valley. Eat fresh. Tate Aljancic, the 6'4" quarterback with an inside give. That's going to be Doherty on the give, 6 feet, 200 and a senior. Tackle by Vinny Magoni. Pickup of about 4. Louisville going to be content to slow things down. Now Jensic comes all the way over to the far hash to get the call from the sideline.
Scoreless, 3 minutes into the first quarter between the Quakers and Louisville.
First possession for the Leps. Second down and 6. Now Jancic, this is the give to Doherty. Doherty lowering the shoulders, booms his way ahead, gets up to the 40-yard line. Make it the 39. Petey in there on the stop, along with Cohen Winters. So third down now, call it 2.
Well, a big play early for the Quaker defense. See if they can force a 3 and out and maybe get good field position for what would be a second Quaker offensive possession.
Now Jancic surveys, now clapping for the snap. Gives to Doherty for another play, spinning ahead and should have just enough for the first down. Aiden Matthews with the stop right at the marker. It's going to be 1st and 10 Louisville.
You mentioned the Doherty spin, the extra effort on the second part of that carry, DT, and if he doesn't give that, Leopards don't get a first down, but he did and they do.
Our sideline reports all game long, courtesy of the Country Club Rehabilitation Campus in Dover, featuring great amenities, including 2 restaurants, an outdoor courtyard, pond, ice cream shop, billiards lounge, and a 3-story atrium to make it more than a senior living facility. Makes it a home. Schedule a tour today. Powering ahead with the football, another carry that time. Going to be Owen DeMarzo, and DeMarzo's an interesting study. Got banged up, didn't play much in that first game a year ago. Bill, he's got breakaway speed.
Well, picked up 5 there on that first down tote, setting up 2nd and 5 for the homestanding Leopards.
DeMarzo, the Stark County 100-meter champ, if you need it. Second down and 5. Louisville been very content to run the football, move the chains. Now a swing pass. This is DeMarzio on the right side. A nice tackle out in the open field by Carson Long. It's going to be short of the marker, but across into Quaker territory at the 49. 6:14 to go. First period, no score. And another key third down.
They're about 1.5 yards short of the first down marker, and we'll see what the play call comes in from the Louisville sideline and second-year head coach Chris Kappas.
Mentioned New Philadelphia in the whites. Louisville wearing the Carolina blue tops, looking good. This is Al Jancic, flips it out left side. Tackled out there on the right side. Watson fought to bring him down like Stouffer. And lost a little bit on the play. Credit to Pam's Posey's performance play to the junior Carter Watson.
Thanks to Greg and Jennifer at Pam's for again sponsoring our Pam's Posey's performance play. And it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 2 are the Leopards.
See if they're not just getting the or trying to get the Quakers to draw off sides, and in fact, it's going to be a pooch punt out of that formation, fielded north of the 30-yard line at the 33, so a good stop for the Quaker defense. Second chance for the offense to get things going, and that'll happen right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
Leopard Stadium. No score here with 4:58 remaining in the first period. The Quaker D just forced a punt. They've got the football back. Keaton Fossil rolling to his right. Passes on the far side. That's Carson Long. He wants the face mask call. Not going to get it.
And there's a late flag flying in.
Yeah, that would be a tremendous call because the official standing right in front of the play didn't have it. Long got spun around, and the way you get spun around like that is when someone has a hold of your helmet.
The back judge making an explanation to Quaker head coach Mike Johnson, and Coach Johnson does not look happy.
Well, the catch and run got them up to the 41-yard line. It would still be short of a first down, but by a couple of yards.
So a long discussion amongst the officials, and it looks like they're going to call that against the Quakers, and I don't know if you had an illegal block. Ryan, did you see anything down on the sideline?
Yeah, guys, it looked like there was a shove there on the guy that came to the
a little extracurricular perhaps at the end of that play. Going to mark it back 15 yards. And you lose the down. You hand off to Petey here. Petey gets the corner, gets across the 30, 32, 33-yard line. Squirts ahead to the 34 before he's stopped. That will bring a manageable third down situation at 3rd and 9. Well behind the chains prior to that run. So Pete DiDonato with the carry.
A lot of these running backs, they try to run sideline to sideline. They go too much lateral.
And that's kind of Petey's game on that little end around. 3:55 remaining, first period, still no score. New Philadelphia now faced with a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. And a timeout is whistled on the play. We will take time as well. 3:46 to go, first period, no score. New Philadelphia faces 3rd and 9 when we return right here on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Bueller's Fresh Foods, an employee-owned company, supports all the students involved in local sports. In remembrance of Doug Wills, Bueller's, along with their partners, the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and Smith Dairy, are providing chocolate milk to players after the game. It's packed with carbohydrates, protein, fluids to rehydrate, and vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. If you'd like to join the Bueller's family, please stop by your local store or go to Buellers.com and click on Careers.
When you think flowers for all your special occasions, think Pam's Posies on the Boulevard, across from the hospital. Pam's makes birthdays, anniversaries, and your special moments so much brighter because flowers lift spirits and deliver smiles. For unique designs with style, beauty, and elegance every time, shop local, shop quality, shop Pam's Posies on the Boulevard. Online at pamsposies.com. That's pamsposies.com.
As we're back to live action, Fossil takes the snap. He's flushed out of the pocket, flips it right side, looking downfield, but it's going to be incomplete. He had his tight end out there, but tightly guarded on the sideline, so incomplete pass intended for Jackson Norris. Brings up 4th down and 9. Really good pressure that time from the Louisville front. They're not bringing extra guys. That's just a good push from up front. Pete DiDonato will now step in as the long snapper. Gilland in punt formation. That means Stouffer is deep for Louisville. Gilland has it, puts right foot to ball at about the 23 and launches this thing where it's caught at the 30-yard line, fair catch style. So 1st and 10, Leopards from their own 30-yard line. In remembrance of Doug Wills, after select New Philadelphia games, Smith Dairy, Bueller's, and Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers will provide the players with an icy cold drink of chocolate milk. It's packed with carbohydrates for energy, protein to help refuel, repair, and grow muscles, fluids to rehydrate, and vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Our thanks to Bueller's, Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and Smith Dairy for powering up the players with chocolate milk. Louisville with the football again, their second try at it. There's DiMarzio, takes it up the middle. Gets it ahead for about 4. Matthews combining with Magoni on the tackle. Brings up second down and 6. And Bill, thus far, nothing fancy out of either team. Louisville has been especially committed to playing it slow, playing it close to the vest, and running the football.
So far, no big plays offensively for the Quakers or for Louisville, who's in possession now. So credit the defenses here in the early going. We'll see what the Leopards offense can do here on their second possession of the night.
2:45 remaining, first period, no score. Second down, 6. Aljancic has the snap, gives it inside. Tackle there by Magoni and Jackson Corns. That's DiMarzio again. Picks up a couple, going to make it 3rd down and 2. Another 3rd and short. As Louisville has been able to successfully set themselves up with some short, or 3rd and shorts, I should say. We'll see what they come up with here. Here's the give to DiMarzio. Left side gets undercut, but he's going to have enough for the first down. Submarining low, Carson Long among others on the tackle, but Bill, again, another carry, another first down for the Leopards.
Nothing too fancy out of Coach Campus's playbook, but sometimes it's not about fancy, it's about being effective. And right now, they picked up a couple of first downs here in the early going. We'll see if they change anything as their second possession of the night marches on.
Clock continuing to run at 1:35 as the snap comes back. Here's another inside give to DiMarzio. Boston Crowell on the stop, joined by Lindsay, but not after a gain of 5 yards on first down. Second down, 5.
I'd like to see if they might run the ball again here on second down, get it down to 3rd and short.
So an opportunity for the Quaker defense to try and get a little bit of a push here up front. Right now, they haven't been doing that for the most part, giving the Leopards offense a little opportunity to run the football.
DiMarzio left side, but nothing doing this time. Jackson Corns on the Pam's Posey performance play.
Also,
Brody Gillen on there on the stop, and Pam's Posies. Of course, our neighbors on the boulevard. You can join the Pam's Posies Flower Club today. They'll set up a beautiful fresh flower delivery for the special occasions in your life, so you'll never forget an important date again. A couple of dummies like us, that's a great idea.
That is a fantastic idea, and I'm crediting Jennifer for that idea.
Oh, it wasn't Greg's idea. We know that.
That's for sure.
Greg's busy governing our county.
He is.
3rd down and about 6 now. Passing situation. Throw over the middle, not going to happen. Pass was intended for number 32, Colton Loy. He couldn't shake free. Vinny Magoni with contact, and that ball was not going to get through. Pass incomplete. Clock stops with 13 seconds in the period. And it's going to be 4th down in a punting situation for the Leopards.
Was so key to get some yardage, and New Philly did a good job stopping them for line of scrimmage, because now you're
So Gabe Stauffer,
you can't go for it at this point.
5'9" junior, is deep, kicking it rugby style. A little roll to the right. Carson Long has it on the run, 30, 35. Flag on the play. No, they're just marking the play, not a flag. He gets spun down at about the 38-yard line. A decent return there. Looked like if he beats that tackle, he's got lots of green in front of him. And the Quakers, again, with good starting field position, they're going to start with it. At the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, New Philadelphia. 4 ticks remaining on the first period clock.
Third possession for the Quakers. They've started at the 39, the 39, and now the 38.
You can't script that much better. Got to make something happen. Philadelphia with a late substitution. It's Long and DiDonato split left. Fossil looking left, fires it over. Carson Long intended, it went right into the hands of Ty Palmer, but that's going to say he's out of bounds. Billy was tight roping the sidelines, and he was not happy about the call either.
But that was right in front of Coach Chris Campus. He wasn't complaining too much as the opening quarter comes to a close. There is a penalty flag down on the field.
No flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an ineligible receiver downfield.
But you're right.
Well, and where that was thrown, Bill. Ineligible man downfield.
That was a very close ball. It would have been a great play if it was called an interception.
So Louisville will take the down rather than mark the yards off. 2nd and 10 when we return with second quarter action. After one, no score, Louisville and New Philadelphia. Quakers 2nd and 10 when we're back right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Everyone will be talking about tonight's Quaker football game at Michael's Restaurant tomorrow morning. Stop into Michael's for a homemade breakfast and recap tonight's game with your fellow Quaker fans. The eggs and home fries are fresh, the coffee is endless, the hot cakes are stacked high, and Quakers young and old will be reliving tonight's game. Stop in for a bite and show your Quaker pride. Michael's Restaurant is open 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. tomorrow at 134 East High Avenue in downtown Philly. Locally owned and operated by proud Quaker alum Doug McCahill. Go Quakers!
Pets Place in New Philadelphia is your locally owned leader in pet supply and wellness. As your local pet store, they get to know you and your pet on a personal level. They focus on the health and wellness of your pet because they know how much they mean to you and your family. The experienced staff at Pets Place are always on hand to offer expert advice and recommend the best products for you. See them today at 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 6. You can also visit at petsplaceohio.com.
And we're back here in the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios from Louisville High School. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, and down on the field, Ryan McClellan with you. No score after one period of play. Time for a Cartoons and Accessories in-game score update. And our other broadcast game tonight, Dover, with a first quarter 7-0 lead over Green. No score, Garraway Riverview. And it's Coshocton trailing Ridgewood. Get this score, 7-2, if you will, in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Quakers, and we're going to run it up the middle. Is that Peyton Miller? Pickup of about 14 yards, and no, that's Fossil on the keep. My apologies, binoculars were down. These old eyes can't see like they used to. Fossil on a beautiful keep that time, building our longest run of the night.
Well, you got to figure out who your most explosive athlete is, and for the Quakers, in the absence of the injured Miles Tyson, that's probably Keaton Fossil, and he picks up that key first down on a second down play to begin the second quarter.
It's Matthews, wide right. DiDonato in motion, gets the little sweep pass, and Petey thought he had something, picked up about 6. Nice carry for number 4 that time. Got pushed out of bounds. But credit Petey with a catch and a run for 6 yards on the little shuttle.
They just ran that same play, but it was a fake quarterback sneak right up the middle. My guess is they're not going to fake it.
So now 2nd down 4. Quakers going to overload the left side. Now we'll get things back in order as Carlisle and Matthews come right. CJ in motion. No give. This right up the middle is going to be the quarterback, Fossil. Fossil with a shake at the 30s, 25-20, 10-5. New Philadelphia touchdown, Keaton Fossil. And we've got a flag.
Flag came down in the midst of that run back at the 28-yard line.
Well, and Mike Johnson saw it, and he's already waving the guys back. It happened right in front of him. Let's take a visit to the sidelines with our reporter, Ryan McClellan, courtesy of Country Club Rehabilitation Campus. Ryan, what happened?
It was perfectly drawn
He just got him below the base.
And that's kind of what it looked like from up here. Our thanks to Ryan, our thanks to Country Club Rehabilitation Campus, but a beautiful run that time, spoiled by the illegal block. Take that 6 off the board. And Bill, you mentioned explosive plays. It's going to be Keaton Fossil the rest of the night.
It's the very early going of this contest. DT, you're right about the explosiveness of the talented senior quarterback. So far, I'm not sure we've seen a flag yet fly on Louisville.
11-12 to go in the period. Whistle stops play before the snap here on 2nd and 5. And a timeout on the field. We will take timeout as well. Still no score, 11-11 remaining. First half. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
To refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting Subway.com and clicking on Careers.
Running a business is challenging, but managing your finances shouldn't be. This is Carrie Miller, Cash Management Officer at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that time is money, which is why we offer a suite of cash management solutions designed to streamline your operations. From online banking to merchant services, we have the tools you need to keep your business moving forward. Visit our website at csb1.com or call 800-654-9015 to learn more. The Commercial and Savings Bank, your partner in success, member FDIC.
As we come back, Fossil's going to test the left side with his legs. Going to be able to duck ahead and pick up a couple more. Gets to the 40, brings up 3rd down now and 2. Fossil with an outstanding season passing the football a year ago, over 1,200 yards and 13 scores. But what folks not familiar with the program might not know, carried the football 140 times for over 700 yards. That's a 5+ yard average per carry one season ago. Fossil now, 3rd and 2. Looked like Miller went the wrong way on the read. Fossil did his best to salvage the play, but could just get back to the original line of scrimmage. Bring up 4th down 2 from the Louisville 40.
Well, certainly you would think that they go for it here with the ball in the Leopards' territory, about 2 yards shy of the first down, and unless they're going to drop back and have Keaton do one of those pooch punts, which we've already seen Louisville do, they're going for it here, DT.
So it's going to be Miller and Fossil in the backfield. Miller to Fossil's left, and the quarterback is just going to tuck and go, is able to get a yard but not 2. And a 4th down stop, a turnover on downs. Credit the Leps with good push up front. Trevor Burek, Josh Nicholson, and company getting it done. And Bill, that play, you kind of run that to the short side. You limit your options. You don't have a lot of room to bounce it and run. And that time the senior quarterback just got bottled up.
And gives the home standing Leopard football team relatively good field position at their own 40 from the right hash.
9:42 to go, first half. Don't forget we'll have the Modern Menswear halftime report for you coming up. You'll want to stay tuned for that. First half analysis, a word from Mike Johnston, Kemp Insurance halftime stat report, all good things. DeMarzio takes it straight up the gut for 5 on a quick hitter. Magoni and Matthews again on the stop.
As we were mentioning earlier on, DT, in the first half, nothing fancy so far for the Leopards offensively. Really line up and we're coming right at you. And until the Quakers show they can stop that, not that they haven't had some key plays defensively, but the opportunity to stop this Louisville offense is something they haven't had a great ability to do so far between the tackles.
Here's another give right up the middle, the DiMarzio. He's got 2, he's got 3 before getting pushed back. Well, Matthews again on the stop in there. Gillen, Vince Magoni. The linebackers have been busy here in the first half thus far for Seth Watson's defense.
They will spot the ball at the Leopards' 47-yard line, so 3rd and 3 for this Leopards football team.
8.5 remaining first half. And as we've seen, Louisville very deliberate in the huddle, taking their time, getting to the line of scrimmage. Back now is Aljansi. He's going to flip it left side. Oh, nice open field tackle, a beauty that time by Carter Watson. The pass was hauled in by Colton Loy, a 195-pound senior, but Carter Watson at 6 foot 155 submarined him, took the legs out, blew up the play of Pam's Posey's performance play defensively for Carter Watson.
His second big play defensively tonight. They actually lose a yard, bringing up 4th down for Louisville.
And a punting situation. Here's foot to ball, and Long's going to be on the chase. As Stouffer's punt now hits and rolls inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line, where New Philadelphia will start with their worst starting field position of the first half. We've shouted out Carter Watson a couple of times for big plays here in the first half. Yes, that's the son of defensive coordinator Seth Watson. We want to say hello to his Uncle Chris, who's listening from out of state. Might even be watching all kinds of stuff. Lives in Parkersburg, West Virginia, visiting his son Josh and 4 grandchildren in Memphis, Tennessee. So glad the voice of the Valley is reaching Memphis, and they've heard a couple of great plays, or seen a couple of great plays by the young Watson here in the early going. 7:33 remaining. First half, no score. New Philadelphia has forced another punt, but now saddled with some field ahead of him. Keaton Fossil on 1st and 10, tucks it. It's ahead of the 20, gets snuffed out there. They're going to spot him just across the 20, so end of a yard plus. Clock rolling with 7:15. From the left hash at the 20-yard line. Fossil now sends a man in motion. That's DiDonato, the little pop pass. Catches it, gets the left end, 25. Petey with a shake, it's 30.
C.J. Carlisle.
My apologies, C.J. Carlisle on the reception.
Good opportunity to just slow your roll, take your time.
As Carlisle, we mentioned, going to be in that rotation with the receivers.
Philly plays their cards right now the proper way. Louisville is going to
They've run that play twice with DiDonato. That time they snuck in number 9, the junior, C.J. Carlisle.
Just got to play the cards right.
Carlisle did a nice job tiptoeing the sideline, picking up the Quaker first down. 1st and 10 at the 30 with 6:50 to go in the first half. Whistle stops play.
And it's going to be a false start here against the Quakers.
And Quakers again shooting themselves in the foot, a false start. We've yet to see, Bill, as you mentioned, a whistle blown against the homestanding Leopards.
Maybe a coincidence, maybe not a coincidence. But they lose 5 yards. So instead of 1st and 10, obviously, 1st and 15.
Two out to the left side, one near side right, tight end right.
So Fossil gets the snap, has time, pulls it down. He's going to roll right with it, and now looks to move down the field. Gets the 30, near the 35. They'll call it the 34 before stepping out of bounds. And that, Bill, not a designed run per se. You saw him keep the eyes downfield, kept the defenders at bay, kept the receivers in routes before deciding to tuck and go. Made a nice pickup.
Sometimes football aficionados will tell you the defense a little bit ahead of the offense traditionally at this time of the year. So far, between the Quakers and Louisville, that appears to be true. This scoreless battle as we approach the midway point of the second quarter.
2nd and 5, rolling left is Fossil, swinging the shoulders, firing left side for Carson Long, high and incomplete. Clock will stop at 6:38 to go in the half.
There is another penalty flag down.
If you had to guess.
Wow. That's called against the Quakers holding, and smartly Louisville will decline it. They'll take the down there, setting up 3rd and long.
17, 18 yards.
Well, 3rd down, let's call it 6.
Not playing the clock the way
New Philadelphia now being deliberate.
I'm not the head coach.
DiDonato, Carlisle, and Watson. All split wide. Fossil takes the long snap by himself in the backfield, fires right side a little bit high that time, intended for Carter Watson. Watson had fingers on it, but had to go upstairs to get the fingers on it, couldn't haul it in. And that'll bring up a punting situation. Another Brody Gillen sighting, 4th down for New Philadelphia.
Of course, with the incompletion, the clock stopping, 6:33 to play before halftime. And the Quakers will punt it away.
The ball beyond the 40.
Gillen
Outside of the opening
from the 20, now steps up to the 25, pops it with the right foot, and again out of bounds. And get out your protractors to see where they mark this one. 45, now 50. Right at midfield, it's going to be 1st and 10, Leopards.
Well, the Quakers have punted 3 times, and 2 of them, I don't know from an analytics perspective if shank is an official stat or not, but kind of a couple of shanks, very short punts, and now Louisville starting with some very good field position right smack dab at midfield.
1st and 10, Leopards, 6.5 to go, first half. Don't forget the Modern Menswear halftime report comes up at the break. Al Jancic in the gun, looking right, looks at DiMarzio, now flips it his way, and boy, he had 2 backs in the same area that time as Gabe Stauffer tipped it. Is that a live ball, they're saying?
No way. There's no way.
That ball was tapped backwards. It was clearly a forward pass.
But
Ball
behind
hit
the
ground.
line of scrimmage.
And that, in fact, will be ruled an incomplete pass. Al Jancic had a pair of receivers both in the same neighborhood that time as that pass just gets tipped and batted down, but because it was tipped behind the line of scrimmage, the Quakers went after it like a loose ball, as you would. 2nd down and 10. Clock stops at 6:20 to go in the half. 3 receivers right. Fake. Now the read, and running straight ahead with the football is Al Jancic. He got met at the line of scrimmage by Boston Crowell, and the 6'4 senior just carried Crowell for about 5 yards before landing 7 yards ahead.
Certainly good size for Al Jancic. As you said, 6'4", 190 pounds. Got a carry of 7 that time to the Quaker 43, setting up 3rd down and 3.
And that's what they're doing.
Louisville's going to work from the left hash. In the backfield with Al Jancic is DiMarzio. He's on the right hip. He takes the football, and he's going to be bottled up. This is Boston Crowell on a Pam's Posey's performance play that time as he combines with Vince Magoni and slams DiMarzio down for a yard-plus loss. Can make someone happy. Order flowers today. Pam's Posey's, delivering smiles and brightening days, 732 Boulevard in Dover. Boston was a little upset by the Aljancic run on the previous play. He was bound and determined to snuff out that play. Great job, Boss.
He is a big fella, to be sure, and now Louisville, despite having the ball in Quaker territory, will punt it away, trying to flip the field, if you will, DT.
Stouffer with a right-footed punt. That's a nice-looking kick. It's going to be caught by Long and fumbled. Inside the 10, ball loose again inside the 5-yard line. They will say down, and it's going to be Louisville football. Watson ends up with the football. They're saying, how is that not ours? Louisville, after recovering, their officials are saying down. The runner was touched down after the fact. What a series of events. A beautiful kick that time. Stauffer put it inside the 20, and as Long went back to get it, he was spun around. Well, Mike Johnston on the field, and great time to go down to our country club retirement campus sideline report. Ryan, what do you have down there, buddy?
Yeah, it looks like they jumped on it right away, and unfortunately when they thought he had possession, Philly.
Well, now from the 3-yard line and bottling that play up. No, it goes inside on the reverse. Oh, boy, Boston thought he had the runner, and bang, bang, Louisville on the board on a 3-yard run. Aljancic put it in the belly of the back and pulled it right back out. Scored it himself. 4:36 to go in the half. Our first score of tonight's contest. 6-0 Louisville. And Aljancic will come on to try the point after. Snap is back. The hold is clean. The kick is up. And the kick is driven good. 4:36 to go, first half. Someone's on the board. It's Louisville 7, New Philadelphia nothing. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
You in the market for a new car or truck? Insurance rates vary greatly from car to car. So if you're in the market for a new car, light truck, or sport utility vehicle, it pays to call the Hanhart Insurance Agency first for a quote. Find out what it will cost you to put your new vehicle on the road before you buy. The Hanhart Insurance Agency, a trusted name for over 100 years, on West 3rd Street in Dover.
We'll be there when you need us. Hanhart Insurance.
Well, Billy, a 3-yard scoring drive gets Leps on the board.
Well, the way this game had been going offensively for both squads, you kind of maybe had in the back of your mind, is somebody going to make a mistake? The Quakers made the first big mistake of the night on the turnover on the punt.
Aljancic with a beautiful kick, fielded inside the 5-yard line. Working ahead with the football is going to be Carson Long. And another flag comes in. So Long with a nice return out to about the 37.
I believe this is going to be a penalty on Louisville.
Hold the phones. Well, still plenty of time here in the first half. New Philadelphia has put a couple of plays together here and there, but have yet to really string together a drive. A little additional push here with the penalty yardage, and that penalty is going to mark them inside Louisville territory.
Personal foul on a face mask on the Leopards kickoff coverage team.
1st and 10, New Philadelphia from the Leopard 47-yard line. Quakers quick to the line of scrimmage. And Louisville, for the second time tonight, Bill, has been kind of hanging around on the sideline, and that's going to force a Leopard timeout.
Well, certainly the Quakers hustled up to the line of scrimmage, wanted to see if they could take advantage of the penalty and the good field position with 4:27 to play in the first half. Louisville, the only score so far of the opening 2 quarters on the Tate Algensic 3-yard touchdown run.
That is a Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital game scoring summary. You can find the care near you at clevelandclinic.org/locations. So New Philadelphia, ideal scenario here. 4:27 remaining in the half. They're going to start with the football in Louisville territory. 1st and 10 at the 47. They're working from the left hash. Inside give, this is Miller. Miller he had 1 and then got pushed back before finally being drugged down. And that would be his first carry of the night. They're going to give him the yard. Wade, the D1 offeree, Austin Wade, 6'5", 215, and a senior, linebacker, and tight end. Fossil's going to keep this time, squirts ahead, gets all the way up to the 41-yard line. Clock continuing to roll. 3:35 to go, and a manageable 3rd down and 4 for the Quakers.
Defense for Louisville made some adjustments. They're playing the QB contain a lot more towards the middle. They'd rather get bit on the end.
Quakers would like nothing better than to exhaust this first half clock and put a score on the board. It's going to be Matthews and DiDonato right. DiDonato takes the little pop pass. They had him. He gets out of trouble, but squirts ahead. He's right at the marker. He was out of bounds. We'll see where they spot him. And they're going to move the chains. 1st and 10. Pass completed that time from Fossil to DiDonato. And Bill, if you ran a 100-yard dash, P.D. DiDonato is probably in the middle of the pack for their receivers. But, boy, you talk about that little phone booth quickness. And the guy that's got some shake, P.D. DiDonato has that.
And he scooted his way to the left sideline and battled for a Quaker first down.
1st and 10 Quakers from the 36. This is Miller ahead to the 35 and nothing more. Clock running now under 3 minutes to go. 2nd down, 9. Quakers on the left hash. That's the hash furthest from us as the Quakers driving from left to right. That's near the Quaker sideline. So instruction coming in right from Mike Johnson, who's out there at the numbers talking with C.J. Carlisle and Keaton Fossil. Fossil's been kind of a one-man gang here for the Quakes. Had a touchdown taken off the board because of a penalty here in the first half. Fossil's going to roll right now, tuck it, and he's got room up the middle. 35, 30, 25 in the air. Gets upended. He's going to land at about the 24-yard line. Another 1st and 10, New Philadelphia. And another veteran move that time. That's a design rollout right, and about 2 steps into the roll, he saw the pressure coming, put the foot in the dirt, as they say, and cut it right up the middle. Beautiful run that time by the senior. Fossil with Miller to his right. Hands to Miller. Miller pushes ahead for a yard. 3 carries, 3 yards for Miller.
Certainly Peyton, a junior, giving it everything that he has, but honestly, kind of a numbers game, DT. Peyton at 5'6" and $155. Your normal runner there, Miles Tyson, who's out tonight with an injury, is 6 foot and 205. So Peyton's given it what he has, but the size difference certainly provides inherent challenges.
2nd down, 9. This is Miller again. Going to take it right up the middle, gets hit in the backfield, and well, you run into someone like Josh Nicholson at 6'2", 255, and you are going to come to a screeching halt. They'll generously afford him a yard on the carry. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Clock at a minute to go, first half.
Quakers do have 1 timeout remaining.
And a stoppage in play here. We had an equipment issue there for a hot second.
Well, and they're letting that clock roll, and if they're going to stop the clock because of an equipment issue.
And that's what Mike Johnson's argument is. So the game clock reset to 52. It was down to 41.
52 seconds.
And 3rd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Fossil, he's going to take it straight up the middle. Fossil, 15. Fossil, 10-yard line, ripped down inside the 10. Another New Philadelphia first down.
So the clock will stop temporarily while they move the chains. As DT said, 41 seconds to go, and the half 1st and goal Quakers.
Quakers will have the football at the 8-yard line, still playing at the left hash. Clock running now at 30 seconds and counting. Pair of receivers right, that's DiDonato and Carlisle. Receiver left, that's Watson. Fossil's going to keep it. He's got the 5 and the touchdown. Keaton Fossil with
And
the New Philadelphia touchdown.
almost as importantly, DT, no flags.
Oh, we'll take the big victories and the little ones. 19 seconds to go in the half, and it was Keaton Fossil on the tuck and go that time. Spread the formation out with 3 receivers, and Fossil took it right up the gut for glory. 6 points for the Quakers, and on to attempt point number 7. Here comes Cade Jones, the junior. Cade's kick is swatted down. So the kick is no good. New Philadelphia trails 7-6. 19 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll take time. Be back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Everyone will be talking about tonight's Quaker football game at Michael's Restaurant tomorrow morning. Stop into Michael's for a homemade breakfast and recap tonight's game with your fellow Quaker fans. The eggs and home fries are fresh, the coffee is endless, the hot cakes are stacked high, and Quakers young and old will be reliving tonight's game. Stop in for a bite and show your Quaker pride. Michael's Restaurant is open 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. tomorrow at 134 East High Avenue in downtown Philly. Locally owned and operated by proud Quaker alum Doug McCahill. Go Quakers!
And we're back at Leopards Stadium. New Philadelphia on the board, though trailing 1, down 7-6 after the PAT attempt from Cade Jones. No good. It will be Jones, the junior, to kick off. And Bill, an impressive scoring drive for the Quakes.
Took 4 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock, 8 plays, 53 yards, capped off by the Keaton Fossil touchdown run.
And working with the football that time, Cooper Rice able to squirt it ahead of the 20, 25-yard line, almost the 25-yard line. And with 12 seconds to go, we'll see if Louisville is going to be content to take a knee and take their lead into the half, or if they've got a trick up their sleeve.
Start talking about what's going to happen in the second half.
Been very impressed with Louisville's first half. Very methodical. And they will, in fact, take the victory-esque formation where Aljancic will just take the snap from center and tap a knee to the ground, and that's going to do it for the first half. After 2 quarters in the books, it's Louisville 7, New Philadelphia 6. Up next, the Modern Menswear Halftime Report, coming your way next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Begin your transformational experience at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, where you will feel a sense of purpose, community, and belonging. Create your own path and choose from 30 bachelor's, associate, and certificate programs. Kent State Tuscarawas is home to 8 USCAA Division II men's and women's athletic teams, 19 active student clubs and organizations, and a community dedicated to helping you succeed in achieving your educational goals. Stay close to home and spend less at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
The all-new Modern Menswear in downtown New Philadelphia is the place to go for men's clothing. Stop in to see our selection of casual clothing like fall jackets, sweaters, and jeans so you can look your best and be comfortable at the game. Homecoming is coming soon, so stop in early for the best selection of shirts and slacks for the big event. Go where the best dressed guys go to shop. Modern Menswear, 130 West High Avenue, New Philadelphia. Open 10 to 6 weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. And be sure to follow on Facebook and Instagram.
Running a business is challenging, but managing your finances shouldn't be. This is Carrie Miller, Cash Management Officer at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that time is money, which is why we offer a suite of cash management solutions designed to streamline your operations. From online banking to merchant services, we have the tools you need to keep your business moving forward. Visit our website at csb1.com or call 800-654-9015 to learn more. The Commercial and Savings Bank, your partner in success, member FDIC.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
If you're looking to make someone smile or brighten a day, call the floral experts at Pam's Posies. Pam's delivers beautiful, fresh bouquets daily for any occasion. Visit Pam's on the Boulevard across from the hospital. You can grab and go unique designs from their large 15-foot cooler. They also have houseplants, gifts, seasonal decor, boutique items, and so much more. Get unique designs with beauty and elegance every time at PamsPosies.com. That's PamsPosies.com.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
And from the comforts of the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio here at Louisville Leopards Stadium, Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, Ryan McClellan back with you. This is the Modern Menswear halftime report. New Philadelphia trailing Louisville 7-6 at intermission, and the halftime report, a service of Modern Menswear. Go where the best dressed guys go to shop. Modern Menswear, 130 West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. They're open weekdays from 10 until 6, Saturdays from 10 until 3. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram for some of those great looks. Bill, when you look at things, the way they unfolded in the first half, it was kind of two fighters feeling each other out with some jabs. Louisville takes advantage of a big play. Then New Philadelphia really with a great answer.
Well, really, the drive that saw the Quakers capitalize on a Keaton Fossil touchdown run with just seconds to play in the first half. The best drive all night by either team. Yes, I understand Louisville scored first, but that was from 3 yards away following a Quaker turnover. So if the Quakers can get more offense and consistently like that in the second half, things will look good for the Quakers. Meanwhile, we'll find out what Louisville can do offensively to begin the third quarter when they will get the ball after they won the opening coin toss and deferred until the second half.
Louisville scored on a 3-yard run from Al Jancic following a fumbled punt that was recovered at the 3-yard line. Leopards took advantage on the first play of that drive and cashed it out. New Philadelphia with the answer, taking about 4.5 minutes off the clock, marching half the field and exhausting most of the first half clock in doing so, as Keaton Fossil cashed it out on a touchdown run of his own. New Philadelphia could not convert on the point after, thus Louisville with a 7-6 halftime lead. Let's take a break here. When we come back, a Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard update. That's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Begin your transformational experience at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, where you will feel a sense of purpose, community, and belonging. Create your own path and choose from 30 bachelor's, associate, and certificate programs. Kent State Tuscarawas is home to 8 USCAA Division II men's and women's athletic teams, 19 active student clubs and organizations, and a community dedicated to helping you succeed in achieving your educational goals. Stay close to home and spend less at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
It's easier to handle life's twists and turns with the help of someone who knows a thing or two. Shelley Cox has been serving the community as a farmer's agent for more than 40 years. As you prepare for whatever's down the road, Shelley is here to help by providing you with a range of insurance choices and personalized attention. Call Cox Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Dover at 330-364-7660 to learn more.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers, Truck, or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Welcome home to the serenity and the hospitality of the Hennes Care Center in Dover and in Bolivar. Since 1947, 4 generations of the Hennes family have stood as leaders in the area with up-to-date facilities and caring, compassionate staff. With the care, safety, and happiness of every resident in mind, Hennes Care Center is a home filled with love, laughter, and amenities like chef-prepared meals, rehabilitation services, and social activities. To learn more, visit them online at hennescarecenter.com.
At Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, world-class care is close to you, with multiple locations ready to provide the care you need in Tuscarawas County. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of specialty and surgical care, from orthopedics and sports medicine to urology and women's health. Cleveland Clinic is investing in your community with innovative technology and a growing network of specialists to meet your unique healthcare needs. For every patient, for every care in the world. To learn more, visit unionhospital.org.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure, you know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna, 5 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store and check them out online at troyerstrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
The half, and we're broadcasting to you live from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios here at Louisville Leopards Stadium. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, and Ryan McClellan with you.
Listen, did you broker the deal for the Republic Mortgage Mobile Studios when you were talking with Dan and Ruth Long at some Browns preseason exhibition affair?
Well, of the many things Dan and Ruth are, and they're both very generous with their time, and certainly we're looking to get involved in some of what we do. One thing they are definitely passionate about is the orange and brown. And they love those Cleveland Browns, and it just so happens that they have season tickets on the same level that my wife and I have season tickets on, so we're able to visit with them most Sundays and go up and have a little meal. And you never know, maybe stop at the casino before or after the game and play a little blackjack.
I believe Dan and Ruth are a little bit closer to the 50 than the Trimmers are.
And they're right on the 50. Well, Trimmy is back at the 15.
Well, but very ton of thanks to Dan and Ruth for supporting what we're doing with high school football.
We're so glad to have them involved this year, and people like that. We've had so many great relationships over the years with so many great local businesses. When you bring someone new into the fold and give them an opportunity like this to be the quote-unquote mobile studio, that's a good item.
Well, and this just in, Dan's kind of fired up about the whole concept.
Oh, Dan loves it.
Yes.
Dan thinks we're actually in a mobile studio. We're just in the press box. We're calling it the mobile studio.
Yes, we are.
It's yours tonight, Dan. We love you. Thanks so much. But it's time now for our Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard update. You can earn your degree at Kent State Tuscarawas and discover a world of opportunities, a sense of belonging, and a caring community. Save money and stay close to home. Plan your future today at kent.edu/Tusk. We are Kent State, and you belong here. Some scores of local interest. All these are halftime scores. Indian Valley 32, Ellett nothing. Steubenville, New Philadelphia's opponent next week, is taking on Cincinnati McNicholas, and they're ahead 7-0 at the break. Claymont 10, Harrison Central 6. It's Ridgewood 28, Coshocton 2. Garraway 42, Riverview no score. Strasburg Tigers up 7-6 over Rittman at the half. It's Waynedale 29, Tusky Valley 13, and Dover and Green all knotted up at 14. And our other broadcast game, Dover's opener at the Brick House, of course, with Bill Hammerstrom, Travis McClellan on the call there, Jason Hall on the sidelines. Opening night across high school football, and really some low scores. It's certainly what you're seeing here as well. New Philadelphia trailing 7-6 at the break. That's a look at the Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard update. Plan your future today at kent.edu/Tusk. We are Kent State, and you belong here. We're going to break here. When we come back, I believe Bill Morgan is going to have a Kemp Insurance halftime stat report. He's been working. You haven't been working at all. Someone send you the stats?
Listen, what sometimes is behind the broadcast curtain stays behind the broadcast curtain. But a big thank you before we get to those Kemp Insurance stats to a gentleman named Ricky Neff,
who's running the stat program for the New Philadelphia High School football program. Back with those Kemp numbers right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
To be a success in football, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. Nathan and Don Kemp and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
The all-new modern menswear in downtown New Philadelphia is the place to go for men's clothing. Stop in to see our selection of casual clothing like fall jackets, sweaters, and jeans so you can look your best and be comfortable at the game. Homecoming is coming soon, so stop in early for the best selection of shirts and slacks for the big event. Go where the best dressed guys go to shop. Modern Menswear, 130 West High Avenue, New Philadelphia. Open 10 to 6 weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. And be sure to follow on Facebook and Instagram.
Attention local businesses. Are you looking to expand, invest, or start a new venture? This is Chris Delatorre at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We know that growing your business takes more than just hard work. It takes the right financial partner. At CSB, we offer a range of commercial lending solutions tailored to your unique needs. From equipment financing to expansion loans, our team of experts is ready to support your success. Call or text us at 800-654-9015 to discuss your business goals today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, empowering local businesses. Member FDIC.
It's easier to handle life's twists and turns with the help of someone who knows a thing or two. Shelley Cox has been serving the community as a farmer's agent for more than 40 years. As you prepare for whatever's down the road, Shelley is here to help by providing you with a range of insurance choices and personalized attention. Call Cox Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Dover at 330-364-7660 to learn more.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers, Truck, or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Everyone will be talking about tonight's Quaker football game at Michael's Restaurant tomorrow morning. Stop into Michael's for a homemade breakfast and recap tonight's game with your fellow Quaker fans. The eggs and home fries are fresh, the coffee is endless, the hot cakes are stacked high, and Quakers young and old will be reliving tonight's game. Stop in for a bite and show your Quaker pride. Michael's Restaurant is open 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. tomorrow at 134 East High Avenue in downtown Philly. Locally owned and operated by proud Quaker alum Doug McCahill. Go Quakers!
When you think flowers for all your special occasions, think Pam's Posies on the Boulevard, across from the hospital. Pam's makes birthdays, anniversaries, and your special moments so much brighter because flowers lift spirits and deliver smiles. For unique designs with style, beauty, and elegance every time, shop local, shop quality, shop Pam's Posies on the Boulevard. Online at pamsposies.com. That's pamsposies.com.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and there's never been a better time to try the delicious, mouth-watering, deep dish pizza at Little Caesars. Pair your pizza with the crazy bread, crazy sauce, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, and Little Caesars is your one-stop for your game day party. Delicious pizza, mouth-watering wings, zesty cheese breads, crisp made daily salads, crazy bread, and more.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
The Modern Menswear Halftime Report rolling along. Of course, Modern Menswear, located at 130 West High Avenue in New Philadelphia, open weekdays 10 to 6, Saturdays 10 to 3. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Go where the best dressed guys in our area go to shop. It's Modern Menswear. 7 to 6, Louisville on top of New Philadelphia at intermission, and we are in the Republic State Mortgage mobile studio tonight from high atop Leopard Stadium. Watching the action, calling the action, bringing it all to you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Whether you have us on WJER.com, the WJER free app for your smartphone or tablet, or perhaps you're watching courtesy of Claxon Sports Team on the WJER.com/videos page. No matter, we are glad to have you with us. It's time now for the Kemp Insurance Halftime Stat Report, a service of Don and his team, your local hometown agent for more than 35 years. And to give you all of those numbers, our very own Bill Morgan. Billy, what do you have?
DT, thanks so much. On the most important number, Louisville leading the Quakers by the slimmest of margins, 1 point at the half, the Leopards 7 and the Quakers 6. For homestanding Louisville, they had 5 first downs in the opening half, 48 rushing yards. They were 3 of 5 through the air. Passing yards, however, just 2 because of a big minus play early in the game. From a total yard perspective, they had 50 in the first half on 19 plays. Elsewhere, they converted, did the Leopards, 5 out of 6 on third down. New Philadelphia's team numbers, they had 9 first downs to Louisville's 5 as a part of their push to 6 points. For the Quakers, 88 yards on the ground. Meanwhile, they completed 4 passes for a total of 29 yards. The Quakers, 117 total yards in the first half. For the Quakers, 1 big turnover as they fumbled a punt that gave Louisville first and goal from the 3-yard line. Quakers 2 out of 7 on third down conversions and 1 out of 2 on fourth down conversions for head coach Mike Johnston's team. Meanwhile, going to check some of those individual numbers as a part of our Kemp Insurance halftime stat report. Don and Nathan Kemp, the great folks at Kemp Insurance, out on East High Avenue. For Louisville in the passing game, their quarterback, Tate Aljancic, completed 3 out of 5 for 2 yards. Meanwhile, checking some other numbers, the one that's key for them in the running game. Owen DiMarzio, 9 carries for 28 yards in the first half. Quakers' offensive individual numbers, senior quarterback Keaton Fossil, 4 out of 12 through the air for 29 yards. In the running game, leading the way there was Keaton Fossil. 13 carries for 77 big yards, including that 8-yard touchdown run. 6 yards rushing for Pete DiDonato, and Peyton Miller filling in for the injured Miles Tyson had 5 first down rushing yards. In the receiving game for the Quakers, Pete DiDonato, 2 catches for 13 yards. Caleb Carlisle, 1 catch for 9, that was a first down. And Carson Long, 1 catch for 7 yards. At the half, Louisville leading New Philadelphia 7-6. DT, that is our Kemp Insurance halftime stat report, courtesy of Don and Nathan Kempen. By the way, Don's originally a Cambridge area guy, but he's become a dyed-in-the-wool Quaker. He texted me yesterday and said, I want to see that live video. How do I find it? And I gave him all the 411, and I'm sure Don and his lovely wife, Janet, who some know, some don't, is a world-class yodeler.
That's a unique skill set.
Not everybody can do that. She's like a 50-time defending Swiss Festival champion out in Sugar Creek is Janet Kemp.
I'll tell you what else she's a champion of is Kempy might have asked you how to find the live stream of this. Don't think he sat down and started plugging things into his tablet. She took the tablet right out of his hand, said, Donnie, I've got this for you. Plugged in the address, dialed it up, and now they're both able to watch and listen because of her expertise.
Listen, you can credit Janet. I'm crediting Don. We'll fight over that in the second half.
Sounds good to me. Kemp Insurance stat report all season long, a courtesy of Kemp Insurance. Don, Nathan, long, and I mean long-time agent, Tom Andrews as well, your local hometown agent for more than 35 years. Let's break here. When we come back, we'll have all the second half action. New Philadelphia trailing Louisville at the break 7-6. Third quarter action up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Pets Place in New Philadelphia is your locally owned leader in pet supply and wellness. As your local pet store, they get to know you and your pet on a personal level. They focus on the health and wellness of your pet because they know how much they mean to you and your family. The experienced staff at Pets Place are always on hand to offer expert advice and recommend the best products for you. See them today at 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 6. You can also visit at petsplaceohio.com or on Facebook.
Smith Dairy, family owned and operated since 1909, supports all students in sports. Dairy can only be its freshest if it's local. That's why Smith stays local with over 100 local Ohio dairy farmers who stay true to tradition and won't budge to cut corners. From chocolate milk to cottage cheese and ice cream, Smith's offers a wide variety of premium dairy products for any and every occasion. Look for Smith's signature yellow packaging at your favorite local retailer near you. Smith Dairy, tradition you can taste.
We are back in the Republic State Mortgage mobile studio high atop Leopards Stadium. And that was the conclusion of our Modern Menswear halftime report. New Philadelphia trailing at the break 7-6. Louisville won the Gilland coin toss to start things. They deferred, so they're going to get the ball to start things here in half number 2. Bill, you like the momentum New Philadelphia took in with the nice scoring drive. How important is it for them to get the stop here?
It goes without saying, DT, and you don't have to be a brilliant football fan to figure this out, but that is key, because if we can get that successful offense from late in the second quarter back out on the field without the Leopards putting any points on the board, maybe we'll see the tide turn for Mike Johnston's team here in the third quarter.
So Cade Jones will kick off. Stofert. And that's going to be caught short. And that's Stauffer had to come up and get it at the 24, now to 25, 26-yard line. 1st and 10 where Louisville's going to set up shop. And, boy, I was impressed the entire first half how methodical they were Just taking their time in and out of huddles, getting up to the line of scrimmage. Nothing was raced, nothing was hurried. And kind of showed in the way they played, and one of the reasons why they enjoy a 1-point lead here at the break.
You've always heard, whether it's high school football, college, or the NFL, about the infamous halftime adjustments. We'll see what Mike Johnston's team, we'll see what Coach Campus's team on the home sideline does in that department.
Louisville out there on offense with the Carolina blue jerseys and the white pants, white helmets.
So from the left hash, and Louisville this quarter will be moving from left to right as we call the action. The give to DiMarzio. Cuts it up inside, gets the 30, up to the 31, and you can see just a bit of that burst that time when he hit the corner. Gillen with contact, had to head to the sideline. So DiMarzio with another nice carry, picked up 5 on the play. Second down, 5 from the 31. Aljancic has it, flips it left side with the football that time. As Jake Palmier. And Palmier gets it up to the 35-yard line. Close, but not enough for a Louisville first down. So as we saw many times in the first half, Louisville with 3rd and short.
First possession of the second half.
Let's see if they try to run the ball right up the middle like they've done.
They've had success carrying the football. DiMarzio on some of these quick hitters between the tackles.
Tight formation.
Snap is back. The hand is to DiMarzio. Boston crowd's going to rip him down from behind. Does he have the line to gain?
He made it. They're going to spot him just over the 35, so basically no gain on the play.
Another big play by the senior Boston Crowell.
Now, DiMarzio's got great speed, but if you're trying to get away from 6'5", 275 in Boston, who had a bear grip on you, good luck with that.
Well, and Boss, he got stood up on a long run and has really been playing some motivated football since that play. That's Boston at his best right there, stuffing that run. Punt formation, and ball's going to hit inside the 40-yard line to be down at about the 38, 37-yard line. Call it the 38. Let's try again to go down to the sideline. A Country Club Rehabilitation Campus sideline report. Ryan, what do you know down there?
Well, I know the Quakers are ready to start fast. You know, Coach Johnston's been ready to get the ball back in the second half. See this adjustment to continue from that score they had last.
How was Coach Johnston when the team went into the locker room?
Oh, he was very hyped up. But he was happy.
Okay, a report, a courtesy of Country Club Rehabilitation Campus. Ryan, our thanks to you. 1st and 10 Quakers. And a whistle stops play.
False start on the Quakers, so mark it off 5 from the original line of scrimmage, which was the Quaker 38.
Spotted the football, now the 33 after the 5-yard infraction. Quakers working from the right hash. Watson, far side, wide right. Carlisle in motion from left to right. Now the give inside, and that's going to be Colston Fox with the carry. We saw Miller in the first half. Will this be an opportunity for Colston Fox to carry the load for a play or two? Gets back 4 of the penalty yards. 2nd down, 11. Fox remains in. He's lined up behind Fossil. Fossil with the snap, looking left side, floats it down the left hash. Pass was tipped. Carson Long was the intended receiver, but Gabe Stauffer, showing off some of that great speed, Bill was able to fill the passing lane, elevated and slapped it away.
Well, had it not been slapped away, which is irrelevant because it was, I think you would have seen a pass interference flag because the defender who was back on long, he got tackled, but when that ball gets tipped, it's all a different ball game.
To say Carson had a step on his man goes without saying. And you're right, that certainly would have been the PI call. Third down now and 11. Fossil, right side, has his pass rejected by the 6'4" sophomore Trevor Burek. Burek at that left side end, 6'4", 270, and a 10th grader. Massive wingspan, got the left hand up in the lane, and
so the Quakers will punt the football away after 3 and out on their initial possession of the third quarter.
9:20 remaining, third quarter, 7-6. Louisville on top. Brody Gillen in punt formation. The snap. Now a line drive of a kick, and he's got some juice on this one. Hits inside the 15, rolls, and it's going to die and be down at the 5-yard line. It was a tough first half for Brody Gillen punting the football, but Bill, he answered the bell that time, smoked it deep, and then got the beautiful touch to stop it at the 5.
It looks like it was Jackson Norris down there to down it on special teams, and DT, you talked about it. Some challenges for Brody in the first half, but boy, give credit where credit is due. He drilled that one.
And they'll officially mark that at the 6-yard line. So 1st and 10, Louisville from the 6. Quakers with a chance to really flip the field here with a stop. Credit Gillen with a beautiful punt. And it was, in fact, Jackson Norris down to take care of business on that end. 1st and 10. Al Jancic throwing out of his own end zone. Swings it right side. Going to be caught by Stauffer. He has it to the 7, and he is driven back. Carter Watson again on another stop.
I do my best not to be this guy, but if you're going to throw that many penalty flags on the Quakers in the first half, one of the blockers out there shoved a Quaker defender in the back. The Quakers still managed to make the play, but if that's not a penalty, I'm not really sure what is.
Caleb Crothers out there in the mix as well from his inside linebacker spot. What folks don't get to see at home, even if they're watching the live stream, is you trying to signal me by almost pushing me in the back, just like the Louisville blocker did. Well, DiMarzio almost brought down in the end zone for what would have been a safety, squirts out of that tackle, and is able to work it all the way ahead to the 12-yard line.
They placed that ball on the left hash, and if he hadn't had that speed, could have been a Quaker safety.
Very slippery runner. Brings up 3rd down, though, and about 4. Don't forget, we'll have a Subway player of the game for. You know what I'm taking at Subway now? I'm on this fancy new diet.
Yes.
It's their bowls.
Yes.
No bread. It's like eating your sandwich in a bowl.
There is we thought maybe a penalty flag, but instead a timeout called. Are you trying to tell me that Denny Trimmer, one of the food authorities in the Valley, is now actually eating salads?
It's kind of like a sandwich in a bowl. I don't want to call it a salad.
It's a salad, buddy. When it's got lettuce in it and no bread, that's a salad, not a sub. Kevin Fitzgerald can't confirm that.
I prefer the darker green, so I like the spinach, so to speak.
Okay, well,
as opposed to lettuce.
It's still not a sub, but it's great.
Regardless, it is a great item.
Yes, it is.
Especially for those like me that are trying to cut back on some of the carbs and whatnot. And, of course, those Subway buns are delicious, but in the quantity over the years that I've eaten them, it's good to slow down a bit. And
so is there any chance the spinach not salad, according to you, is countered by you eating 4 white macadamia nut cookies at the end of your salad run.
You know they make that foot-long cookie now.
How did I not know that you would know that?
Well, 3rd down and 4 after this nutritional timeout from Subway. Subway with great locations all across the valley. Subway Eat Fresh. The home of my Subway bowls is the West High Avenue location. Aljancic out of the game. And this is taking the live snap is going to be Stauffer. Stauffer moving right, gets bottled up on a beautiful play by the Quaker defense.
Well, in the Quaker defense, in that particular instance, doing what they've done all game, depending on what side the play has been run, the Quakers have done a great job, VT, of stretching the field. In that case, not letting the guy who took the snap get outside, not letting DeMarzio with that great speed get outside either.
And on that particular play, the edge man was Brody Gillen, the outside backer. Great pursuit as well from, again, Carter Watson. We keep saying the name. Vince Magoni also in on the stop. 4th down in a punting situation, and that snap almost sails high and out of the end zone. Great job by the punter to corral that thing, gets a kick, and it's going to roll out near midfield. So best case scenario for the Leopards is that thing had disaster written all over it.
Well, if you were wondering, well, what's going to happen as we move into the 3rd quarter? Are the offenses going to be any more effective? Are the defenses going to continue what has clearly been a little bit of semi-dominance, if you will? The answers are no and yes. The offenses have not picked up the pace. The defenses on both sides, the Quakers and the Leopards, have continued to play well.
6.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Louisville still up 1 at 7-6, but New Philadelphia has effectively flipped the field with that great Gillen punt, and now the defensive stop. Quakers 1st and 10, the ball at midfield. Coming into the game, Vince Magoni's going to line up at that H-back. Fossil with Fox behind him. Little pop pass to Petey. Here comes Petey. Has the corner at midfield. Gets spun out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. Loy, you see the pursuit that time. Was able to contain Petey. Petey had the wide side of the field and some room to operate, but Loy wasn't giving in that time. They're going to credit Pete with 2 yards on the catch and go. Bringing up 2nd down and 8. Carlisle wide left. Here's the give. This is inside. It's Fox to the 45, continuing to push the legs. 44. Nice carry that time. Colston Fox. Fox, just a sophomore, 5'9", 155 pounds.
Team likes his speed, both when he gets an opportunity in the offensive side of the ball and certainly in Seth Watts' defensive secondary.
He's one of the key guys in kick coverage as well. 3rd down and manageable. It's 3rd down and 4. Fossil with it. Takes it right up the middle and gets stuffed. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage if he is lucky. And Jacob Galbraith, that linebacker we discussed in the opening, he's a dude, and he shut that play down before it could get started. Quakers with 4th and 4 to go. They will send Gillen out to punt again.
Well, so far here, DT, as we've passed the midway point of the 3rd quarter and a 7-6 Louisville lead, we've seen on the possessions in the 2nd half multiple 3-and-outs for both teams.
Gillen almost has that thing blocked, is able to get a good foot to the ball, and that's going to hit out at about the 10, 11, they'll say the 12-yard line, where Louisville will set up shop 1st and 10.
We did not see a lot of good punts in the first half, but both punts that we've seen here have been dandies.
2nd half action brought to you in part by the Tuscarawas County YMCA. The Tusk YMCA now offers a 24/7 fitness center. Find your passion, find your why. Visit the Y today on Monroe Street in Dover. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, Ryan McClellan with you from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios here in Louisville.
Oh, you'd love to see the Quaker defense get a big play here. They played well all night. They need to try and come up with a turnover, and certainly they get a big surge right there, DT. Not a turnover, but a play for a loss.
Guess who? Boston Crowd body slamming number 15, Owen DiMarzio, to the turf.
Brody Gillen was also there defensively for the Quakers, so certainly a big push for the Quakes on that first down play, and Louisville loses about 5.
4:05 and counting. Third quarter clock, 7-6. Leps by 1. Now second and long from their own 7-yard line. Aljancic flips it out right side, high and incomplete.
Tried to get it to Cooper Rice out there, overthrew Rice, and Rice could have been about the height of former NBA star Glenn Rice, and he wouldn't have caught that.
Aljancic, for a big dude, has really not had the chance to go downfield. Everything they've thrown with him, Billy's been side to side, and that in part is because they want to have that running identity and they don't really model the long passing game. But with your back against it, at some point you like to be able to throw up the field a little bit, and they just haven't had success in the couple of tries that they've put out there. Third down now and about 15. Aljancic with the snap, whistle blows. That's got to be a false start. He swung the pass out to the right. Stauffer had it, but whistle stops play. And the Quakes finally getting the benefit of a call here and there.
Half the distance to the goal, so they'll put that down at about the 3.5.
Well, and now you don't want to get too awful fancy here because your quarterback's going to be taking the snap in the end zone already.
And on the Quaker defense, while you want to pursue, you want to play defense, you want to be careful here as well. If they drop back to pass, you don't want to have a late hit on the quarterback because you've got a pretty good chance here to flip the field.
And they're going to run it. This is DiMarzio up the gut. He's able to get a couple, but doesn't get back to the 10-yard line. Going to bring up fourth down in a punting situation.
A guy's name we've mentioned early and often tonight, Carter Watson, another of the Quakers. There was a couple of them, but Carter there on a big hit for the talented junior.
Had a chance to visit with his grandmother this week a couple of times, old Peg Range, and you know how pumped up she was for just back to school in general. Of course,
oh, yeah.
Of course, Ryan, her son, is the high school principal, but Peg was so excited for game night tonight. Snap is back. The punt is up. It's high. It's not deep, but it's going to take another Louisville roll. This is now into Quaker territory and going to roll and be down at the 46-yard line. So again, great starting field position for the Quakers. We're going to take a brief timeout. 7-6, Louisville leading. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
Back as Fossil rolling right, has a man at DiDonato. Did he stay in bounds? They will say out of bounds as he was juggling with the football while hitting the sideline. That'll bring up second down and 10 now. Don't forget, we'll have that Subway Player of the Game for you at the conclusion of this contest. Subway with great locations all across the valley. Eat fresh. It's going to be Carson Long wide right. C.J. Carlisle slot right. Here's the give up the middle. Fox, he's got room. Fox midfield. Fox 40, Fox 30, 20, 10 and out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Colston Fox on the Pam's Posey's performance play.
We saw DT once he got to the second level, that speed we were talking about earlier in the quarter, and nearly took it to the house, did Colston.
Boy, the burst that time of the young player. Once he got into the second level, had a little shake, and he was off to the races. First and goal, New Philadelphia, as they're going to be spotted at the 11-yard line. This is number 11, Keaton Fossil, working right side. He's going to take it to the house for the Quakers score. Off the right side, Keaton Fossil, 11 yards to pay dirt.
Certainly, DT, you can credit a lot of people, including Keaton on the touchdown run, but a young player, although he's a senior in terms of football experience, Hawk Wackley out there at 6'3" and 325, got that big body out there, and Keaton used his speed and elusiveness to go off his right shoulder and find his way into the end zone.
Wackley, a mountain of a man, listed at 325 pounds at 6'3", and he is all of both. New Philadelphia will go for two as they missed the PAT earlier. Fossil with a pair of backs in the backfield. He's just going to keep it and push ahead, nothing doing. So with 2:27 remaining, third quarter, New Philadelphia on top 12-7. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Katie, I don't know how you get to work so early, and you even have time to stop at McDonald's.
It's so quick with the McDonald's app. I order and pay from home, pull into the pickup spot, and they bring my food right out. Or I can just run in and grab it from the pickup area.
I always remember the app once I'm already at McDonald's.
But that's okay. Just use it when you order at the drive-thru or inside. Open the app, get your code, and you'll earn points toward free McDonald's food. Plus, the app is loaded with daily deals.
Suddenly I'm having a Big Mac attack.
That sounds good. I'll order it from my app.
The McDonald's mobile app. I'm loving it.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included, and Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love them even more with protection from everyday messes and odors. Shaw Pet Perfect Flooring from Williams Floor Covering features built-in protection from stains, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect, designed for you, perfect for your pet. Right now, save $2 a yard on Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect styles only at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
From Louisville's Leopard Stadium, where the Quakers have just taken the lead 12-7. Cade Jones' kick is corralled at about the 12. Working now to the far side at the 20, 25, across the 25, 30, 35-yard line before being driven out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. First and 10, Louisville.
Senior Carson Long with a key special teams tackle. If the senior doesn't make that tackle, it might have been to the house for Louisville.
Bill, an impressive scoring drive for the Quakers.
The Quakers used just 26 seconds and 3 plays, capped off by the 11-yard Keaton Fossil touchdown run, but it was the Colston Fox 44-yard run that set up that touchdown.
No, first and 10, Leopards. Be at the 37-yard line. Now Jancic will line up behind center. He's got a back on his right hip. That's DiMarzio. He takes the give, goes right up the middle, gets spun, and lands at about the 43-yard line. He's going to be slow to get up, as is his tackler, Pete DiDonato.
Pete holding that right leg. That kind of looks like neither of us is Todd Steele. That's not a bulletin to anybody, but maybe a cramp situation for Petey.
Yeah, that familiar leg stretch already in place. And it does, in fact, look like a cramp for both players. DiDonato now marching off. DiMarzio says, well, you mean Petey got up? I'm going to get up too. And DiMarzio just went right back down, stood up to get some water. And with all that happening, we'll take time. Again, New Philadelphia on top, 2:08 to go, third quarter, leading 12-7. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
And we're back after our cramped up players have exited the field. Bill, you and I have been working hard up here. You feel cramp coming on at all? Or
I may need a massage really on the lower part of my back. My back could be cramped up from sitting in this metal
I noticed
chair.
some of the guys had padded seats,
and a
but
half
not
hours.
us.
Well, you're the visiting guys in the press box. That's the way that's going to go.
Second down now and about 4 after the DiMarzio carry. This is Doherty, and he's going to be bottled up again. Boston Crow, Mad Dog Matthews combined on the stop. Caleb Crothers in there as well.
Now, DT, I know that you love you some Mad Dog Matthews, a great young man.
He is a great young man, and so few guys nowadays have cool nicknames. If your nickname's the Mad Dog and you're out there on a tackle, well, I'm going to give you the nod every now and again. And Aiden is a great kid. There's no question about it.
Didn't you earlier in the preseason credit assistant boys basketball coach Kyle Sunheimer with giving him that nickname?
He earned that nickname as a middle schooler by diving on the asphalt courts out at Huggins Camp. Now Jancic under pressure, has his pass picked. No. Ball was short hopped. And Aljancic was buried on the play. Boston had him back there, and lucky Boston wasn't called for a face mask because he went up high with the left hand, but was able to force the pressure, and we will take it.
DT, it's okay. Louisville got every call possible in the first half.
Oh, amen to that.
The Quakers, like you alluded to, might have got away with a big one there.
Boston Crow, since about midway through the second quarter, has been phenomenal on the defensive line. 4th down and 4. It's going to be Stauffer to punt the football, pops it down the right hash. Another good Louisville roll. Going to roll out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Well, New Philadelphia will set up shop with 50 seconds to go in period number 3.
DT, I want to jump in here because long-time passionate followers of Quaker football might glance back to last year, and Boston's a very talented player, both sides of the ball. Offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Sometimes in that junior and maybe a little bit in the sophomore campaign, he will be a 3-year letterman. He'd get a little bit too fired up, and there would be personal fouls called on him that hurt him, hurt the team. So far tonight, he has been on fire and disciplined. All credit to Boston.
And if Boston can contain that type of play, this is going to be a good recipe for the Quakers this season. Fox now busts out over the right side, a pickup of about 4. I'll give him 5. Boy, Fox has been impressive here in the second half.
Colson getting that chance in the backfield, and I think the young fella says, I like it, give me the rock some more.
Carrying the football on a Friday night's a lot better than carrying the football on a Saturday morning, young fella. Keep it up. So it's going to be Fox behind Fossil. And they're going to give it to him again up the middle. This time not so fortunate, is able to get to the line of scrimmage and not much more. And that should be the final play of period number 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. New Philadelphia, after 3 periods of play, on top of Louisville, 12-7. Fourth quarter action up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
You have to refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting subway.com and clicking on careers.
Are you in the market for a new car or truck? Insurance rates vary greatly from car to car. So if you're in the market for a new car, light truck, or sport utility vehicle, it pays to call the Hand-Hart Insurance Agency first for a quote. Find out what it will cost you to put your new vehicle on the road before you buy. The Hand-Hart Insurance Agency, a trusted name for over 100 years, on West 3rd Street in Dover.
We'll be there when you need us. Hand-Hart Insurance.
Fourth quarter action underway as New Philadelphia with the football. Fossil looking to throw. Airs it out left side. The ball was tipped. He had Carson Long out there at about the 45-yard line, and a couple of defenders converged. And on that third down, it's going to be incomplete, make it 4th down and 4. And we'll see the final numbers here as a part of our post-game wrap-up, but the Quakers haven't been super exciting through the air either. They've had most of their big plays running the football just like Louisville has tonight. Gillen again in punt formation. He's had a really good second half punting the football. Almost had that one blocked. Punts this one beautifully into the night sky. It's going to be a fair catch at the 35-yard line, where Louisville will set up shop 1st and 10. Still, the Quakers trailed 7-6 at the break, but the third quarter is a nice turn of events for the Red and Black.
No question about that, and going back further in the game, after the Aljansic 3-yard touchdown run, the Quakers have scored 12 straight and managed to keep the Leopards out of the end zone. We'll see if they can continue that. By the way, before Louisville snaps the football, let's go down to the sidelines and see what Ryan McClellan can tell us from that Quaker sideline.
Yeah, guys, the Quaker sideline is hyped right now. Stop them on all ends on defense, and the offense is still picking up pretty well. That rushing game is taking them to the game so far.
Now that's our Ryan McClellan, courtesy of Country Club Rehabilitation Campus. All game long, 1st and 10, and running straight ahead, lowering the shoulders and pushing all the way up across the 40-yard line is DiMarzio. Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover, featuring amenities including 2 restaurants, an outdoor courtyard, pond, ice cream shop, you had me at ice cream shop, billiards lounge, and a 3-story atrium that makes it more than a senior living facility. It makes it a home. Schedule a tour today online at countryclubretirementcampus.com. Pick up a 5 on the play by DiMarzio. 2nd down and 5 from the 40. And here comes DiMarzio again. He's got the line of scrimmage, is able to get the legs pumping and squirt ahead for 2 more yards. Give him 3 with the forward lean. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Brody Gillen cramping up. He involved in that tackle. Gillen been a busy man defensively and again punting the football. Of course, Todd Steele out there.
I have a Kemp Insurance fourth quarter update.
Well, this will be better than what I was going to give with cramps, so go ahead.
Hearing from Don Kemp, he texted me, and he wanted you to know he tracked down the YouTube video without any assistance from Janet.
I'll take this up with Don on Monday at our Lions Club meeting where Mike Johnson will be speaking. So
that's fair. I'm just telling you what Mr. Kemp said, and if you're asking me to wager out of my own pocket who I'm more likely to believe, Don Kemp or Denny Trimmer, no offense to you, it's Don Kemp, 8 days of the week.
Thank you, Lion Don. Bite him. 3rd down and 2 Al Jancic with the snap. He's going to keep it himself, go straight up the middle. He's got 45 midfield into Quaker territory at the 45 before being wrestled down at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, and all of a sudden signs of life from Louisville. His home stand has been pretty quiet here in the second half, but a big run that time by Al Jancic. Put it in the belly of DiMarzio, and for the first time in a long time, pulled it out, kept it himself. Nice pickup and a first down for the Leopards. Quakes on top 12-7, 10 and counting. This is DiMarzio. He's going to get bottled up on the outside. Petey DiDonato out there from his corner position. Boston Crowell finished him off.
I think he heard Boston coming and tried to elude him, but Petey said, not so fast, my friend.
Well, and Petey, and sometimes I give Petey the business, let's be honest. Petey's a heck of a tackler out there on Petey Island when it's just him and there's no one else out there. Petey does a nice job of breaking down, getting into the legs, not doing anything fancy, and bringing the runner down. That time Petey shot in like a missile. 2nd down and 15 for Louisville. Al Jancic has it now, forced to look downfield, throws right side, and it looked like it was scooped up off the turf. They'll say, oh, it was caught. Number 2, Quinn Burek, the junior, pulled that in off of the shoe tops. That's the biggest gain they've had in the passing game this evening. Brings up a most manageable 3rd down and 3.
Keep throwing it. Maybe not this one. 3rd down and short. I would run it here.
Clock under 9 minutes to play. Quakers up by 5, 12-7. But Louisville on the move into Quaker territory.
Well, again, like Louisville has done all evening long, just being very deliberate, getting the play in. Now they get out of the huddle. Now they're moving Loy from right to left as time expires on the play clock. Or did Louisville get timeout? In fact, they did. We will take timeout as well. 8:35 remaining in the contest, 12-7. Quakers on top of the Leopards, back with a big 3rd down right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Crucial 3rd down and 3. Louisville after a timeout. Bill, what are you drawing up?
I'm drawing up, give the ball to DiMarzio.
Well, DiMarzio is in the game. He is on the right hip of Al Jancic. Al Jancic back in the gun. Per Coach Morgan, DiMarzio has it. Does not have enough for the 1st down. Got back to the line of scrimmage. And maybe a yard or a half yard more. But certainly 4-down territory here from the 34-yard line, 4th and about 2.
Looking to extend what's going on here in the 4th quarter. New Philadelphia, all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Louisville now with 2 after the timeout they called moments ago to avoid a play clock violation.
Oh, pair of receivers left, wing left. And they're going to keep it in the backfield. Direct snap to Gabe Stoffer. Nothing doing. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Another stop for the Quaker defense. Bottom of the pile, Pete DiDonato.
I think Petey's continuing to battle cramps. Todd Steele, who's got more airtime tonight than half the players, the veteran trainer out on the field, he helps Petey up, and standing right over top of Petey after the play was his longtime friend and fellow senior, Boston Crowell.
And we'll take advantage of this stoppage in play for a Cartoons and Accessories in-game score update. Steubenville leading Cincinnati McNichols 15-9. Of course, Steubenville is New Philadelphia's opponent next week. Indian Valley 51-0 over Ellett. Harrison Central on top of the Claymont Mustangs 28-13. And the Quakes are back on the field. 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Fossil's going to give it up to Fox. Fox gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Tornadoes trailing Green 17-14 at the Brick House. That's a fourth quarter score, and those scores courtesy of Cartoons and Accessories. They're the professional, reliable experts in everything aftermarket for cars, trucks, and ATVs. Call Cartoons and Accessories at 330-339-2006 or find them in the plaza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Gain of a yard for the sophomore brings up 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 41-yard line. Fossil with the snap. It's a wild snap. He's got to corral it and take it down himself. He's able to work ahead of the 45. Now surges ahead to midfield. He's going to be just shy of the midfield stripe, just shy of the first down marker. And nope, they'll say he's got the line to gain. 1st and 10 Quakers.
A big run by Keaton Fossil. A couple of things there. Clearly the first down, but keep that clock running with the 5-point lead. 6:40 to go. The Quakers DT up 12-7.
Keaton Fossil with a Pam's Posies performance play. Pam's Posies, you can order online anytime at pamsposies.com. 1st and 10. Now the Quakers taking their turn at being somewhat methodical offensively. Fossil again corrals a wild snap from Braden Wallace, is able to haul it in, tucks it up and runs. Gains 4 yards into Louisville territory to the 46 before being stopped on the right side.
DT, something Keaton did very well there that doesn't show up in anybody's stats or scorecard. As he was getting tackled, boy, he kept that ball in close to his chest, both hands on the football, and gained 4 yards.
Well, 2nd down now and about 6. You credit Fossil with 4. Fossil, clean snap this time. They're able to hand it to Fox. Fox to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Fox has been, frankly, he's been a difference maker here in the second half. That time bottled up by the Louisville front 4. Clock continuing to tick, 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 tick. 5:20 to go. 3rd down and 6.
Colston's big 44-yard run set up that Keaton Fossil 11-yard touchdown scamper earlier in the half.
Long and DiDonato, who's back in the game, split right. Pair of receivers left. Now swinging left on the wheel route is Fox. He's got first down yardage to the 40-yard line, then loses the football. Bill, is the ball out or did they stop progress? He was standing still in the arms of 2 tacklers.
Well, that is the way it looked. That was not the call apparently on the field. And the Quakers coaching staff is not happy, but that call is apparently going to stand.
Ryan, what did you see from the sideline?
Yeah, I saw that he has forward progress. There was just no whistle for some. Quakers got cheaped out of there.
Yeah, no whistle on the play. In fact, does keep the play alive, and they were able to pop the ball loose. A nice scheme that time, splitting 2 receivers wide on either side and running an all-deep pattern, clearing out the underneath for Colston Fox on a wheel route. He had the first down yardage, but credit Louisville. Billy, they were able to not just hold the guy up, but as you're instructed to do when you're trailing, punch that ball loose. 1st and 10 Leopards. They have the football at the New Philadelphia 45. 4:48 to go. Al Jancic gives to DiMarzio. DiMarzio's going to be drugged down from behind by Jackson Corns.
Well, they say hit him low. Jackson got him right around the ankles and tripped him up as he leaned ahead to get about 1.5 yards. Well, the Quaker defense, as they have done all night, going to need to come up big again, DT, right here.
What a wild turn of events. The Quaker D has answered the bell and been specifically quite strong here in the second half. Now Louisville with a gift possession in Quaker territory. 2nd down and 8. DiMarzio with the give. That's the Mad Dog shutting him down. Mad Dog combining with Caleb Crothers on the Pam's Posey's performance play. Loss of a yard on the right side.
And you got a couple of guys filling in at linebacker, in part because of the absence of Miles Tyson. Not the biggest backers in the world. Caden, 5'9", 165, and C.C. Carruthers at 5'6" and $160. But tonight, their toughness outweighing their size challenge.
Loss of a yard on the play. 3rd down 9 from the New Philadelphia 44-yard line. Aljancic switches DiMarzio from left hip to right. Now gets the snap. He rolls right. Fires it downfield. That pass is out of bounds. He intended for number 6, Luke Seaman. DiDonato in coverage. And with 3:20 to go, 4th down and 9, Louisville going to line up in punt formation.
Now remember, we have seen a couple of times in this game a direct snap on offense to Gabe Stauffer, so he's the punter. We'll see. You got to watch closely here.
Well, Stauffer has great speed, and they also do that rugby-style punt where he's been seen to kind of roll right. That time he just steps into it, pooches it down the right sideline, gets a nice roll out of it, gets inside the 20 to the 15, down inside the 15 to about the 11-yard line. Well, they're going to mark that a little closer.
Looks like
that hit out of bounds?
Looked like it did at about the 24. So
oh, boy.
That
great
roll,
break for the Quakers.
No question.
Again, the game inside the game. What you can't see is Bill Morgan doing a Saturday Night Fever impersonation, holding up fingers and trying to get me to see yard lines and 2s and 4s and 1s, and quite exciting up here.
DT, we haven't done a game together in about 5 years.
The band is officially back together, and it's happening all live in the Republic State Mortgage mobile studio. 1st and 10, New Philadelphia. Ball at the 25-yard line. Fossil going to run. Left side, gets driven back. No gain on the play. Clock will continue to roll at 3 minutes and counting.
Well, if the Quakers can get a first down here, hang on to the ball. Louisville's in a little bit of a trouble. And there's another smart senior move by Keaton. Might have got a half yard, but as that ball was pushing left side of the field, Keaton made good and sure he stayed in bounds.
Clock ticking down to 2.5. Remaining in the contest, Quakers leading 12-7. Quakers have to take great care of the football here. Fossil going to take it straight up the middle. He's got 35-yard line up to the 36-yard line, and that should be enough for that Bill Morgan asks for. New Philadelphia first down.
A Pam's Posey's performance play, and now normally I say, hey, I need to get my wife flowers. She's out of town with girlfriends in the Hocking Hills. Maybe she can call Nathan Paternoster or Greg or Jennifer and send me some Pam's Posey's flowers tomorrow.
Well, of course, she could go online as well.
Yes.
PamsPosies.com.
Of course, if she sent me flowers, that'd be the first time that's ever happened.
He says with a tear in his eye. 1st and 10, New Philadelphia. We're under 2 minutes to go here. Fossil with the direct snap. He's going to work left side. He's going to fight to stay in bounds. He gains a yard, and the clock will roll. Whistle on the play. Louisville will take time with 1:38 remaining. 12-7 New Philadelphia. We will take time as well. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
If you're looking to make someone smile or brighten a day, call the floral experts at Pam's Posies. Pam's delivers beautiful, fresh bouquets daily for any occasion. Visit Pam's on the Boulevard across from the hospital. You can grab and go unique designs from their large 15-foot cooler. They also have houseplants, gifts, seasonal decor, boutique items, and so much more. Get unique designs with beauty and elegance every time at Pam'sPosies.com. That's Pam'sPosies.com.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Live action, and Fox is going to get stuffed. Loses a yard in the process, back to the 36. Clock moving at 1:20 and counting. Third down. See how New Philadelphia manages the clock.
Keaton Fossil over at the sideline, crouched down, and they may have to call timeout to get Keaton off the field.
Or under a minute to play, 55 seconds to go. Play clock at 3. And the Quakes going to be content to call that timeout. So you don't incur the penalty yardage for delay a game. You let it run all the way down, and you leave 49 seconds to go on the clock. A big third down and 9 coming up.
Well, DT,
yes,
let's say they don't pick up the first down here on 3rd and 9. The scoreboard shows that Louisville has no timeouts remaining. And if you have to punt 25 seconds on the play clock, you let that wind all the way down. You're clearly, one would think, going to run the ball here. And by the time you punted the football away, got it to Louisville, there would be less than 20 seconds to play.
And conceivably, the way Louisville has moved the football when they have, it's not been in big chunks. So you don't anticipate something big happening because we haven't seen it all night.
Not that they're not capable, but
No.
DT's correct.
Well, and you just, I guess what you hope for here is New Philadelphia with a 9-yard run. Let's just put this thing on ice and not have to worry about something silly happening at the end of the game. After the timeout, New Philadelphia will get back in the pistol formation. Fossil with a little pop pass to Petey. Petey gets the right side, gets out to about the 40, pickup of 4. And that'll be a 3-yard gain for Petey rather than 4. Clock will run. It's at 30 seconds and counting. 27 seconds on the play clock. So you've got it about right where you want it. Credit to Mike Johnston and company for pretty skilled clock management here.
Sometimes coaches get knocked for that, but the Quakers, again, they'll call a timeout here to avoid penalty yardage, but there will be the punt will literally be the last play of the game.
And don't be fooled. This wasn't a clinic by any stretch, but Mike Johnston and company will certainly look fondly at the way his team rallied in the second half and came out of here with the victory. 3 seconds remaining. Timeout on the field. And we will keep it here. You can hear the Quaker band from across the way. Little Philly Will Shine being queued up by Jeff Furby and company over there. Of course, the home opener for the Quakers next week. The game we'll have for you here on WJER.
Well, 3 seconds remain. The line of scrimmage is the New Philadelphia 40, so they will have to punt the football away. And one of the things you think about, Denny, is do they snap it to Brody? Does he run 2 or 3 yards the other way and just take a knee?
I snap it to Keaton Fossil. I don't even snap it to Brody Gillen. I put Keaton Fossil back in punt formation and let him run for 3 seconds rather than the punt formation, so to speak.
But as they say, there's a reason we're in the press box, and Coach Johnston and company are down on the field. We are about to find out, DT.
Well, and he's got Fossil on the first unit offense out there, so this is going to be a situation where Fossil takes the snap with 3 seconds. Kind of counts 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, then takes the knee. Fossil has it. He's going to roll right, continuing to roll right, and takes the knee, and that should do it. No time left. You can book this one. New Philadelphia with a 12-7 Week 1 win against Louisville. It wasn't pretty, but boy, the Quakers will take it. We're going to try and get with our sideline reporter, Ryan McClellan. These sideline updates courtesy of Country Club Rehabilitation Campus.
And we're going to encourage Ryan as you get ready to read more. Ryan, if you try and grab Coach Johnston as close as you can to the middle of the field, and we'll see if we can get this bad boy fired up.
Yeah, I'll hunt him down.
Of course, great amenities, including 2 restaurants, an outdoor courtyard, pond, ice cream shop, billiards lounge, 3-story atrium. Makes it more than a senior living facility. It makes it a home. Schedule a tour today online at countryclubretirementcampus.com. Quakers with a 12-7 victory. And does Ryan have Coach?
Now, Coach is at about the 40-yard line, and Ryan's making his way that way.
Dapping and slapping. And let's go down.
All right, we got 18 seconds, guys.
Let's go.
Until these guys get through, because when they're through, I got to talk to my
Coach
team.
Johnson, Week 1 is over in the books. You faced adversity tonight. Your defense came through. What do you have to say about that defense?
I'm really happy with the defense. They played, and they're the ones that kept us in this game the whole night, which is wonderful. I got to get with these guys. We'll call.
Okay, back to you guys.
Now you heard a exhausted Mike Johnson, an excited Mike Johnson, and a guy who really wants to get and talk to the troops after the way they battled back Billy in the second half.
DT, they are 1-0, and this isn't the recently concluded Olympics where people are being judged on artistic points in gymnastics or diving. It's all about who's got the most points at the end. Tonight, the red and black.
And 12-7, the final score. New Philadelphia 1-0 on the season. Louisville drops to 0-1 on the campaign. A nice opening win for the Quakers, rallying without one of their top players on both sides of the football, Miles Tyson. So good performances across the board. We will be back to wrap this thing up with our great post-game show. All the numbers, all the information on our Subway Player of the Game. All that's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way. The Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201. Online at thinksmartway.com.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included, and Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love them even more with protection from everyday messes and odors. Shaw Pet Perfect Flooring from Williams Floor Covering features built-in protection from stains, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect, designed for you, perfect for your pet. Right now, save $2 a yard on Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect styles only at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure, you know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna, 5 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store and check them out online at troyerstrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Well, New Philadelphia with an impressive 12-7 come from behind victory over Louisville in week 1. Let's go back down to the sidelines. Our Ryan McClellan is with the Subway player of the game, Keaton Fossil.
Keaton, week 1's over, buddy. I know it was a lot of hype coming into through summer practices, all the two-a-days and hard stuff. Hey, your defense put a great effort tonight. Talk a little bit about your defense and how they helped you.
The defense was really lights out. They had 7 points in the first half, and it was off a muff punt. But we still gonna keep working on the defense. But yeah, it was really good tonight.
Keaton, on the offensive side of the ball, Coach Johnston leaned a little bit heavy on you. Without your Batman behind you, your Robin, your Tyson there. You had to step up a little bit. The air game wasn't there, but you kept it on your feet. Talk a little bit about what you saw that was working for you there on the run.
Yeah, losing Miles is tough, but they made really good holds. They did what they needed to do. We had Colton Fox, who was a sophomore, and he played a great game too. But I give all the credit to the O-line.
Keaton, good job. Congratulations on the win. Go celebrate with your team. Thanks, Denny. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Our thanks to Ryan McClellan and his sideline reports all game long, a courtesy of Country Club Rehabilitation Campus in Dover, featuring great amenities. You can learn more by taking a tour. You can schedule that tour online at countryclubretirementcampus.com. And Bill, it was really a tale of not necessarily two halves, but I felt like Louisville controlled the first quarter and a half, and then once New Philadelphia got things moving, they seemed to wield control back from the Leopards and were able to cash it out at the end.
One word, Trimmy, defense. New Philadelphia's defense was outstanding. We'll check the post-game numbers coming up in just a couple of minutes, but outside of the Tate Aljancic 3-yard touchdown run that was set up by one of 2 New Philadelphia turnovers tonight, the Quakers really did a solid job defensively. All credit off to defensive coordinator Seth Watson and the way his 11, 12, 13, 14 guys that rotate in and out of there on defense played tonight, a key to the Quaker victory.
Quakers gave up that early score in the second quarter on a 3-yard Aljancic run, but really Aljancic, you can't fault the defense for that. It was just a 3-yard scoring drive after a fumbled punt. New Philadelphia answered the bell right before half. They were able to get into the Pets Place red zone and then cash it out on an 8-yard Keaton Fossil touchdown run right before half, but trailed 7-6 at the break. Really, they flipped the script. They had a great scoring drive in the third quarter. Keaton Fossil capped it off with an 11-yard touchdown run, but Colston Fox, the sophomore, really with a huge play in that drive, ripped this game open with a 44-yard tote. The game's longest play from scrimmage, and on the Fossil touchdown run, the Quakers would take that lead that they would hold on to and finish this thing out at 12-7. Let's take time here. When we come back, we will have a Kent State-Tuscarawas scoreboard update and get into some of the numbers, give you our Subway player of the game. All that's up next following the celebration of a Quaker victory here on our airwaves. 12-7, New Philadelphia, the final. Back with more post-game right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and there's never been a better time to try the delicious, mouth-watering, deep dish pizza at Little Caesars. Pair your pizza with the crazy bread, crazy sauce, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, and Little Caesars is your one-stop for your game day party. Delicious pizza, mouth-watering wings, zesty cheese breads, crisp made daily salads, crazy bread, and more.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Begin your transformational experience at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, where you will feel a sense of purpose, community, and belonging. Create your own path and choose from 30 bachelor's, associate, and certificate programs. Kent State Tuscarawas is home to 8 USCAA Division II men's and women's athletic teams, 19 active student clubs and organizations, and a community dedicated to helping you succeed in achieving your educational goals. Stay close to home and spend less at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
And from high atop Leopards Stadium here in the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio, Denny Trimmer and Bill Morgan with you. New Philadelphia with a season opening win, 12-7 over the Leopards. And it's time now for our Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard update. You can earn your degree at Kent State Tusk and discover a world of opportunities, sense of belonging, and a caring community. Save money and stay close to home. Plan your future today at kent.edu/Tusk. We are Kent State, and you belong here. Some scores, all of them fourth quarter variety. No final scores yet. Indian Valley 51, Ellet 8. Claymont 28-13 over Harrison Central. Steubenville 18 over Cincinnati McNicholas 16. It's Ridgewood 42-2 over Coshocton. Garraway 56-0 over Riverview. Waynedale and Tusky Valley. How about Trojans battling back to tie this at 35 late in the fourth quarter. And Tornadoes trailing Green 24-21. Bill,
DT just in.
Breaking news.
After Dover scored, they had an onside kick. They cut it to that 24-21 margin. They recovered the onside kick, scored late. The Crimson Tornadoes win 28-24 in dramatic fashion at Crater Stadium.
That is so Coach Ift and so Dover. What kind of excitement at the Brick House must that pandemonium have
They're
been?
going crazy over there, to be sure.
And a great first call, no doubt, for Bill Hammerstrom, Travis McClellan, and Jason Hall. What an exciting night for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes and Quakers opening the season with a win, and that's your Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard update. We'll break here. When we come back, our Subway player of the game will get you into those Kemp Insurance post-game stats. 12-7, New Philadelphia, the winner tonight. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
When you think flowers for all your special occasions, think Pam's Posies on the Boulevard, across from the hospital. Pam's makes birthdays, anniversaries, and your special moments so much brighter because flowers lift spirits and deliver smiles. For unique designs with style, beauty, and elegance every time, shop local, shop quality, shop Pam's Posies on the Boulevard. Online at pamsposies.com. That's pamsposies.com.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
Center.
Pets Place in New Philadelphia is your locally owned leader in pet supply and wellness. As your local pet store, they get to know you and your pet on a personal level. They focus on the health and wellness of your pet because they know how much they mean to you and your family. The experienced staff at Pets Place are always on hand to offer expert advice and recommend the best products for you. See them today at 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 6. You can also visit at petsplaceohio.com or on Facebook.
Our thanks to Dan and Ruth Long for providing the Republic State Mortgage mobile studios, where we'll be broadcasting games all season long. Tonight we're in Louisville, where New Philadelphia came out on top in the season opener, 12-7 over the Louisville Leopards. And Bill, some exciting plays throughout the contest. Boston Crowell was tremendous on the defensive side of the football. Colston Fox with a big run to spark an offensive scoring drive in the second half. But really, when it came down to it, one guy was the go-to guy tonight, and that's our Subway player of the game.
We're going to flip his name in a moment, but DT, back to what you were talking about on the defensive side of the football, not only Boston. We saw some big plays. Vinny Magoni from his linebacker spot. Carter Watson coming up from the defensive secondary. So credit them as well. But in the end, Keaton Fossil carries the ball 20 times for 114 yards, and the 2 Quaker scores on the night. And there'll be a lot of honors passed to a lot of guys on this team. But tonight, Keaton, not only with those rushing yards, game high there, game high in touchdown runs, and smartly running that offense on the final possession, taking a knee a couple of times, staying inbounds. Veteran senior leadership from our Subway player of the game, Keaton Fossil.
Congratulations, Subway player of the game, Keaton Fossil, the senior QB, 20 carries, 114 yards, and as Bill mentioned, those 2 scoring touchdowns. Let's take time here. When we come back, Bill will have all the numbers as a part of the Kemp Insurance postgame stat report, and then we will bid you farewell and send you off to the Big Z Sports postgame show. All of that coming up on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and the Home Run Ham, each piled high with double-dip cheese and more meat. Order your Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today. And be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
12-7, New Philadelphia with the victory over Louisville. The Quakes now 1-0 on the season. Louisville falls to 0-1. Quakers will be back in action next Friday night in the home opener, taking on the Big Red from Steubenville. Time for our Kemp Insurance. And apparently Mr. Kemp has taken to texting you. Is he providing you with the statistical information as well?
No, he is not. I told you I had the utmost confidence in Don that he could find it on the YouTube so he could hear Ryan, hear you, hear me. That with all due respect to Janet, who's a bright, talented, beautiful lady, he didn't need no stinking help from Janet to find the YouTube broadcast. Mr. Kemp did it himself.
Don Kemp, your local hometown agent for more than 35 years, proud to, as he has done for so many years, provide the stat reports for all of our broadcasts, and no different tonight, except tonight's one of those Quaker wins, so it makes them a little extra happy with that investment. Bill, what do you have from tonight's game?
Checking some of the key offensive numbers for tonight for New Philadelphia. We mentioned our Subway player of the game, quarterback Keaton Fossil. He goes through the air, 7 of 19, only 34 yards in the passing department, but made up for more than that with his rushing game, where he carried the ball 20 times for 114 yards and both the Quaker scores. Also in the rushing department for New Philadelphia, seeing big-time playing time in half number 2, the sophomore Colston Fox, 9 carries for 58 yards, including his key 44-yard burst in the second half that led to the second touchdown run of the night from 11 yards out for Keaton Fossil in the contest. Meanwhile, in the receiving game, leading the way for the Quakers there was Pete DiDonato. He had 4 catches for 18 yards in the game to help the Quaker offense in that regard. And looking to offensive numbers for the homestanding Louisville Leopards, not a whole lot to pass along. Their key statistical guy was running back Owen DiMarzo, carried the ball 21 times. He did get 51 yards, but again, crediting the Quaker defense, yes, he had 51 yards, but DT, he took 21 totes to get it, averaging under 2.5 yards per carry.
It was not easy sledding for Mr. DiMarzio.
No, it was not. He's clearly talented. This Louisville team, I can guarantee you this, as we're sitting in the Leopards press box, they're going to win way more than one game this year, but the Quakers come out on top again, and that is our Kemp Insurance post-game stat report.
We'll come back right after this word from Kemp Insurance and wrap this up. New Philadelphia 12, Louisville 7. You heard it right here on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
To be a success in football, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. Nathan and Don Kemp and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
New Philadelphia now 1-0 on the season. They will look to go 2-0 against a very tough Steubenville team when they host the Big Red next week at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. We'll have the action for you right here on WJER. Pre-game at 6:30 with kick at 7. For my man Ryan McClellan, who was battling down on the Quaker sideline tonight. Ryan, good job. Bill Morgan, great to be back in the saddle with you and doing games together. Just like we never stopped, like there was no time in between the last game we called and tonight's game.
That was a long time ago. Well, because Ryan's, this is nothing to brag about. He's a lot smarter than us. He'll get all that figured out mathematically, how long it's been since you and I did a game together.
It's been a number of years, but went off without a hitch on our end. Good to be back with you. We couldn't do this without the team from Claxon Sports as well. So Casey and company, thank you for everything you've done. And most of all, thank you folks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the call here on WJER. If you're a Quaker fan, you certainly did. A 12-7 win on opening night is something to take hold of and run with for sure. So for the aforementioned team at Claxon, for Ryan McClellan, for Bill Morgan, I'm Denny Trimmer, wishing you all a very good night now.
Thanks for listening to Big Z Sports. Tonight's show was presented by Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Novellus, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, TMK Valley Propane, First National Bank of Denison, the Caleb Fell Real Estate Team, Wood Electric, Keim Home Center, Niedenthal and Company, the Commercial and Savings Bank, Dr. Nathan Springer, Auto Works Collision Center, and First Federal Community Bank. Follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Thank you for listening to Big Z Sports on 99.9 WTUZ, Z Country.